Guys, check out these awesome and stylish suits. Unbelievable quality at these prices. We've got a wide range of styles, from classic and timeless to colorful and trendy designs. Whether you need a suit for a special occasion or just want to look sharp, we've got you covered. We are GQ Fashion's fine menswear. Visit us in Oklahoma City at Northwest 23rd and I-44. Come find the perfect suit for your next event, all at an unbeatable price.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to PPBC TV for Friday Night High School Basketball. Here live from Douglas High School. Tonight's game is featuring the Douglas Trojettes, the Douglas Trojans, taking on the boys and girls team from Crooked Oak High School. On paper, this is going to be a great matchup, and we're going to bring it to you live here on PPBC TV, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Oklahoma City Community College, and Super Prep. We appreciate you tuning in wherever you are in the nation, in the country, worldwide. Thank you for tuning in to high school basketball here live on PPBC TV. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Jay Swick. To my right is my color analyst, Mr. Dylan Tribble.
That's right.
It is senior night here at Douglas High School, so we will be honoring the seniors. But first things first, we are, going to be tipping off at the girls' game here very soon. I want to play some audio. I talked with Coach Leticia Woods about this Douglas Trojette basketball team. They've been very, very impressive, 14-2 overall. Here is a snippet of our conversation. Ball team head coach Leticia Woods. Coach, I've been trying to talk to you for months now about your basketball team, your basketball players. My goodness, you're having a tremendous season. Currently ranked number 2 in Class 4A, 14-2. I look at your schedule. You're beating teams like Deer Creek. You're beating Bishop McGuinness, Booker T. Washington, Tulsa Memorial. I mean, the list goes on. I've just been really impressed with the program and what you built in such a short amount of time. And my goodness, you got some serious leadership on your team. You've got some really good players that have put in the work. I've just been really impressed with your program. How are you doing? And tell us about the season and what's been going on with the Douglas girls basketball team.
Man, I am blessed. I have been doing amazing. God has definitely been just walking in our favor. And not just in our favor, but helping these young ladies push, overcome, and just work. I think the expectations is always to work. They would say run, but the expectations is always to work, to get better, to grow together, not just on the court with one another, but just as a human, just to be good people outside of the game. But all in all, it's been a wonderful year. The schedule has been amazing. I just love our schedule. I wish I had more games, but the games that we did have or is having has been very impactful and has helped us tremendously just grow on the season.
Yeah, I can see a major difference in just, the seriousness of the opponents that you've scheduled. You've got a tough schedule, but here's the deal. You've been winning. You got to be proud of your team. Yeah, and this is something that you probably expected, but you're preparing this team for the postseason.
Yes, absolutely. I definitely, we definitely had to have a better schedule this season. But I am so proud of these young ladies. I'm proud of their work. I'm proud of just who they are trying to be in the classroom, on the court, just the focusedness. Now we've been working on just trying to fix the little things and showing people the impossible and being extraordinary.
Let me ask you about some of your players. Senior Jordan Anderson is just, one of the top guards in the state. Naya Burge is one of the top juniors in the state overall. in girls basketball at the high school level. Talk to me about their production this season. Brianna Jones is somebody that I really respect that gives maximum effort at all times. You've really been leaning on these young ladies to be your leaders.
Yes, and they have been sticking by each other. They've been pushing each other. They've been communicating. They've been growing. They've been getting better, not just individually, but gluing the pieces of the puzzle together. And, you know, we've been, our season this year was basically like a harvest. So we planted our seeds, we watered the seeds, and it's time to flourish.
Yeah, it's time to cut the wheat now.
Yes, exactly.
Let me ask you about a star-studded freshman. You may have heard of her. In fact, I think you gave birth to this young lady, Justice Woods, who's one of the top freshmen in the nation at the high school level here in the state of Oklahoma. You got to be proud of what she's been able to accomplish as a freshman for this team.
Absolutely. She is just phenomenal. She is such an intellect on the court. She's like the best teammate. She works hard. She never complains about being in the gym. She's hungry to learn. And then she's trying new things. She's not afraid to try new things. And the things that she learns and the things that she work on, she applies it quickly.
And you've added some new talent to the team this year. She is a senior, Markia Pratt, who's recently committed to play collegiate basketball at Panhandle State. What has she brought to the table?
She's brought just herself. She's very shifty. She works hard. She doesn't complain about much or anything, rather. And I would say that this year, Markia, I've probably been on her the most. I have tried to max out and intentionally been on her just so that she can be her best. And I have got to see her light start to shine through dark spaces. And I hope that she understands, you know, the pushing and the tugging and the pulling that I was doing, you know, intentionally for her. But when you watch her play, it's like, it's really like no one should be able to stop her. And not just Markia Pratt, but we also added Jaslyn Brown, who is also a senior, who is phenomenal. She is just a dog. You know, she adds to the dogs on the team. So it's just it's hard because, you know, when she comes off the bench, any of them at any day could be a starter, but when she comes off the bench, she brings such a different tempo to the game, and her abilities to rebound and guard from the 1 to the 5 is crazy.
Currently ranked second in Class 4A in the state of Oklahoma. You got a big matchup tonight. I really want to get your opinion on the matchup against Crooked Oak and what you're looking for early in the game. But I also want you to comment on the game yesterday. A 4A team taking on a 6A team, Tulsa Union. You look at that matchup and you're like, geez, there's a lot of difference in enrollment. But you went up there and battled, but lost by 1. And now you got to turn around 24 hours later and play a Crooked Oak team tonight. Yes. Talk about that.
Well, it's all in a strategic mindset. You know, we're trying to prepare for state. Last night's game definitely needed because we didn't have anything to lose. When we play these teams that is different higher classes, you don't have anything to lose, all to gain. And then last night we were able to utilize a lot of things that we've been working on to see if we could do it in the playoffs. If we can't do it, do we want to add that? But also just being able to play basketball without running sets. Like, that's a big thing. If you're able to just come out and play basketball without running a set, and use your IQ and develop. When you do implement those plays, it's so much harder for teams. So I was very proud of them going into a nice facility against a great team, great coaches, and just playing hard the entire time to prepare themselves for a postseason.
And that is Coach Leticia Woods, and we appreciate her taking time out of her busy schedule to, talk some basketball with us. It's really a good thing, and she's built something special here, Dylan. When it comes to the women's program at Douglas High School, she's built her own powerhouse. And I know a lot of the focus was on the boys team the past 2 years. But, boy, she built it strong and fast starting last year, and now they're even at a new level this year.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people would go to say that semifinal match between the Douglas Trojettes and Bethany Broncos at Jim Norick Arena was the true state championship. A lot of people felt like it. It was a really close game. Bethany ended up winning, but it was close down to the wire. And then Bethany went on to blow out their opponent in the championship game. So now it's like, okay, Douglas is on the map. People know them. They're not one of those hidden gems anymore. They're going to get people's best shot because they're ranked number 2 in the state. And, I mean, they are just loaded with talent. So the expectation for this team this year is to get the gold ball because they are very senior heavy.
That's right. I couldn't agree with you more, Dylan. I mean, you know this team as well as anybody. I want to, shoot a focus over to Naya Burge, who's just an impressive young athlete. She's being recruited by a lot of Division I schools, but she's just a junior. But, hey, don't take my word for it. Here's my conversation with Naya Burge. If I can get the thing to play. All right, I'm here with Douglas Trojette, junior superstar. I'm going to call her a superstar because it's fitting. Naya Burge here as we get ready for the game tonight, taking on Crooked Oak. How's the season been going? I haven't talked to you guys in forever, but you've been beating big-time teams on the 6A level and up. You've been beating teams from out of state. It's been an incredible season so far. Your schedule's been a whole lot tougher. How do you feel like this season's been going for you?
This season, like you said, has been an incredible season. I mean, we've grown since day one, and we're still growing. But, yeah, it's been a really good season. I mean, fun, getting the work in that we need to get in. Yeah, it's been good.
What's been different for you as a player compared to last year? I feel like you really came on the scene. You made yourself known. You became, getting recruited by big-time schools. Now you're kind of on the map, and you're trying to take your game to another level. What do you feel like has progressed just as far as your game and as a basketball player?
I mean, I feel like our team has grown. So in that, I mean, putting the pieces together. So knowing what we have individually and what we all can bring to the team and just knowing what we do best, that's one thing that I've been figuring out. So I know what I can do to help the team. I know what my teammates do to help the team. So just knowing what we do individually has been like a key concept for us.
Now, you're just a junior, so you still got a lot of time left, but you've already gotten attention of some colleges, and, I've seen you on Instagram in different collegiate jerseys, and people are trying to convince you whenever you graduate, hey, come play basketball for me. What's that process been like for you, and have you thought more about that as far as your future goes?
I mean, yeah, my recruiting process has been great. I mean, I really love it. Been able to hear from different coaches, see what interests I do have. I mean, I love it. I know that I am a good player, so those different colleges and different coaches will continue to keep talking to me. So I'm not rushing into anything right now. I'm just gonna, like you said, I have time, so I'm gonna wait it out. But yeah, it has been a great experience. I'm blessed.
We're talking with Naya Burge here. What are you trying to focus on early in this game tonight on against Crooked Oak? What do you think about them as a basketball team, and what's some of the accomplishments you're trying to inflict on your opponent tonight?
Tonight, I'm just trying to work on my mistakes that I have been trying to work on from the past couple games. I mean, I have been missing some assignments, so that's really what I'm focusing on tonight, just the little things.
All right, Naya Burge, thank you for talking with us. Well, good luck in the game tonight. We are seconds away from tip-off tonight. Douglas Trojets taking on Crooked Oak. Thanks for talking with us.
Thank you.
Dylan, what was your takeaway from that conversation with Naya Burge? What do you think of her when it comes to her ability to play basketball?
Well, she is highly talented. The recruiting says it for itself. A lot of people want her to come play for them at the next level. We saw her go off last season as just a sophomore. I always refer to her as a sophomore phenom, but she's no longer a sophomore. She's now a junior. A lot of eyes watching her, but she doesn't let the pressure get to her. It's like one of those situations where pressure makes diamonds, and she is definitely a diamond. She has so much talent. The sky's the limit.
Couldn't agree with you more. I mean, we're right there on the same page, you and I, Dylan. We must have worked with each other before in the past.
A couple years now.
Yeah, a couple years now. How about last night at Langston University?
Man,
what a game. Did you sleep last night? I didn't.
Not great. I didn't sleep good at all.
Half-court buzzer beater. That was incredible. All right. Got one more interview before we get this game underway, and that is with Jordan Anderson, who is, one of the top guards in the state of Oklahoma, and she is such an integral part to this Douglas Trojet basketball team. And the success, has, been very beneficial because of the play of Jordan Anderson. Here's my conversation with her. All right, I'm here with one of the top players for the Douglas Trojet basketball team. She's a senior. She's a leader. Her teammates trust her. They love her. They depend on her. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jordan Anderson with us. Jordan, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good.
You're one of the most humble players I know. I'm going to brag on you because I don't care, but you have really just grown and developed as a player since early in your career. Now you're in senior year. You're trying to win a ring, and you're getting recruited as well. You've got a lot of different ambitions, but first things first, what do you think about this season? Seems like the schedule's been a whole lot tougher this year. Do you feel like you're growing as a team and getting better by playing better opponents?
I would say, yeah, just knowing, the matchups we've been having this year compared to all our other years have been tougher. So fighting and competing against tougher teams is just leading us to whenever we play the toughest team in our division, we'll be able to smack them.
What are some things that you worked on to improve your game as a basketball player, not only in the offseason leading up to this season, but during the season?
I would say just staying after practice, putting up extra shots, coming up later, putting up extra shots, even just taking my opportunities in practice that I have to put up shots and taking them serious.
Talk to me about the matchup tonight against Crooked Oak. How do you feel about this opponent, and what are some things that you're trying to do early on once the game gets underway?
I would say tonight's going to be good, senior night, so we're going to have a lot of fun. But I would say still focusing on everything that we need to do individually as people and as teammates, focus on things that we need to correct just so we can get better leading up to state.
Now, being that it is senior night, I mean, I think about your career and up to this point. What do you think about when you look back on your career as a Douglas Trojet?
I think it's a really fun experience, just seeing the growth between the 2 years that I have been here. And, yeah.
Have you thought more about where you're going to take your talents once you get to college? And is basketball is something? I know you're involved in track, but you've got options. Have you thought more about your future? Is where you're going to go and what you're going to do?
Yes, I want to go to college for basketball, and tonight I'll actually be coming to the school that I want to go to.
Okay, so I can't get the inside scoop just yet.
No, not just yet. Well, you'll have to wait like everybody else.
Okay, very good. I'll wait my turn, but I'm excited to see where you end up, Jordan Anderson. Good luck tonight. Excited to see where you end up, Jordan Anderson. Good luck tonight, and
good luck in the rest of the season as you get closer to postseason.
All right, thank you.
All right, yeah, you heard it from Jordan Anderson. And then, of course, you know, we've got these tie line tied up to the phone line, and then we got people calling in like we're a college radio show here, Dylan, which I enjoy doing. I've done before, but, you know, it's about this team. It's about the Douglas Trojets right now, and then we've got the Douglas Trojans immediately following. So let's get this game underway. Already a 2-0 start. Here to the Douglas Trojets. They're moving the ball around, and they're going to attack the rim. And right off the rim was a missed shot, but offensive rebound. Gives it to Brianna, and there's the bucket. And we've got a whistle here, and I think there's a foul on the floor against the Trojets.
It's going to be against the Trojets in the painted area. So Crooked Oak Roughnecks will get the ball and try to get on the scoreboard for the first time tonight.
And here they come right down the court calling out the play. I don't have their roster in front of me right here, but I do now. So thank you very much, Dylan. What a block and rebound by number 28 of the Douglas Trojans. Is that number 28 or
it's
am I?
Number 20, Jaslyn Brown,
okay,
the senior.
My site is not getting good, which isn't a good thing for being a broadcaster, but Jaslyn Brown with the block and the rebound, and now I think Douglas Trojets got a bucket. I missed that too. They've got a steal here.
Serenity Taylor with the basketball.
And trying to move it around. There's a three-point shot by Brianna. Misses. Offensive board by Jaslyn. She puts it up. Another offensive board. Putback is good. Number 21, Promise Craig.
Yep, they crashed the offensive board. There were multiple Trojets down there for the offensive rebound. Easy 2 points for them.
And you can see the tenacious defense is Brianna Jones, but yet Crooked Oak was able to get the bucket on that play. And then some miscommunication. Serenity wasn't quite prepared for the pass. Goes out of bounds. That'll be a turnover. And I'm sure Coach Woods isn't happy with that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You know, this is not the sloppy start that they would ever want to have happen. But guess what? There's a lot of basketball left, and we know the brand of basketball for the Lady Trojets.
And here's Crooked Oak, number 30. Is that 31? They're throwing it all over the place, trying to find Natalie Korean. Carry on. My apologies. Number 34, the sophomore for Crooked Oak. Tried to get the pass. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Trojet basketball. They're having a tremendous season. They're having a good start here, too, 6-2. They, obviously want to continue to get better and increase their lead. Right there. Drives, loses the ball. Another turnover for the Trojet. Here comes Crooked Oak. And that is
stolen back by Brianna Jones. She's showing off her track speed, pushing up the court.
That's right in Tania Fletcher, rocking the number 1 jersey this year for the Trojets. Inbound the basketball from the baseline. Finds Promise Craig with the bucket. Great moves by that young lady.
I think that was Jaslyn Brown.
Jaslyn Brown.
Second
Thank you
bucket
very much.
of the night. She's rocking that one leg sleeve. Got the long sleeve. You don't see long sleeves too often in basketball, but hey, it doesn't matter. She's going to play with
Crooked Oaks on the right side. Brianna Jones just got stingy and said, give me that basketball. Finds Jaslyn and then gets it right to her teammate.
Serenity Taylor with the left-handed lay.
Nice 8-0 run there by the Douglas Trojets. Again, they're ranked number 2 in the Class 4A. And this whole regular season is just a preparation for the postseason. You talk to Coach Woods, you talk to the players, they understand the situation. Yeah, they want to win games. That's something that they, strive to do. But they also keep in mind you want to win at the right time.
Right.
And you want to be playing your best basketball as you approach the postseason, which isn't far away.
At all. I mean, it's right around the corner. They're playing really good teams. Last year they were blowing teams out left and right. And, they didn't have a lot of tough games until they got deep into that state tournament. So now Coach Woods with that happening in the past, she was like, I'm going to schedule some better teams. We got to get battle tested during the regular season, not just wait until the postseason.
Here comes Crooked Oak as they bring it up the floor right there at the middle. And she loses control, and they're fighting for the basketball right now. Jump ball is going to be the call. Let's see where the possession arrow points to. It is Crooked Oak. It is Crooked Oak. So, yeah, Promise Craig is in the game, as well as Naya Fletcher.
Yep, Coach Woods letting all these seniors get a lot of burn on senior night here.
And there's number 4,
court.
Markia Pratt, is playing really good defense. She's been just such a key component to this year. And almost stolen by Serenity Taylor, who, if you talk to her, she's really quiet.
Yeah, I remember talking to her last season.
She keeps to herself, but, boy, she flips the switch when she gets out on the hardwood, and she loves the ball. So it's to Pratt on the left side, drives baseline, and is there a reaching foul? Looks to be the case there on Crooked Oak. It'll remain Douglas basketball. And Kanaya Fletcher will inbound it from the post. From the baseline there. They're going to run their play there. You can see the Trojets lined up, so now you can't predict where they're going to go. Pops out, gets the ball, and it's stolen by Crooked Oak, but yet there's I think a frustration foul, I think is what you could call it, for Markia Pratt.
Yeah, just not on the same page with her teammate trying to pass it to her. So another turnover, but the Trojets up 10-2. They will continue to play aggressive defense, go for steals, push the ball in transition.
Here's Nicole Anderson for Crooked Oak on the right side. Gets it to her teammate in the corner, but Fletcher's all over her. And loose ball, it's stolen, and then there's a reach-in foul. That was Brianna. Is that Brianna or is that Pratt?
Yeah, Markia Pratt ends up getting that steal, and then Crooked Oak Roughnecks Fowler.
It's interesting when you look at this team and Coach Woods and the way she's built, everybody kind of is on the same level of production.
They really are.
They're not just completely dependent on one player. They have 5 or 6 players right now that will eventually be playing at the next level collegiately, and I'm talking basketball.
Most definitely. So much talent on this Trojets team.
And there's another reach-in foul on Markia Pratt. I think it looked like Anderson of Crooked Oak just slipped and fell, but there was contact there, and she was punished for it. Almost stolen. Still a loose ball. Comes up with it. Serenity Taylor's right there. Almost stolen. And it is stolen by the Douglas Trojets, and they get it to Markia Pratt.
Yep.
Down low for the bucket.
Thread the needle in between 2 defenders, and Pratt is right on the block and finishes with the easy 2.
Crooked Oaks bringing it up the floor, just taking their sweet time. You've got the seniors out on the floor right now. Throwing up a prayer, no good, rebounded. Markia Pratt, she might go coast to coast, but dishes to her teammate, to Kanaya Fletcher with the bucket. Beautiful play.
Yeah, great execution on that fast break. She waited till the last minute to pass it over to the left, and Fletcher does the rest.
Douglas Trojets up 14-2 with under 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. A lot of basketball to be played. But we're going to be talking extensively about this team and just, what it's been like. Their schedule's been all over the place. It's been hard to match up with the boys' team. We do have a boys' game tonight.
It's exciting.
Fortunately, there was 2 other games that were canceled due to weather. As we talked about, the flus ran rampant, so it's just been all over the place for the Douglas Trojets and the Douglas Trojans as far as scheduling. Now, there's a turnaround, and what a block.
Jaslyn Brown on the block. I'll tell you what, she's a great player. Coach Woods talked about her with you pregame. She's got that dog in her, and we're seeing it early on.
And there's a deep 3 by Markia Pratt. It makes it look easy. Throws up the triple fingers.
Too much space. Do not leave her that open. Guess what? Tray ball from the wing.
17-2 run here for the Douglas Trojets. Crooked Oak driving in the paint, kicks it out, loses control. That'll be a turnover for the Roughnecks. The Lady Roughnecks. Will be Douglas basketball. So looks like Serenity Taylor's going to inbound the ball to her teammate, Naya Fletcher. And Crooked Oak's making some adjustments here, making some substitutions.
Yeah, you hate to see an injured player for Crooked Oak because they don't have a lot of depth on their bench. So every single body that they have is crucial. And we got a player walking off to the locker room. Never
Yeah, I guess
a good
that's
sign.
an injury timeout there. So both teams are going to retreat to their bench and discuss strategy. Trojets have been in control early on in this team. But, I mean, you look at their schedule and some of the victories here, Dylan, that Douglas has had this season. Deer Creek, Bishop McGuinness, Booker T. Washington, Tulsa Memorial. These are huge schools.
Yeah. Definitely much bigger schools than Douglas. Douglas is 4A. Those are all 5A and 6A basketball teams. But that's the challenge that Coach Woods wanted to put in front of her team. Like I mentioned last year, they were blowing teams out left and right. And they felt like they didn't really get challenged until deep into the state tournament. Coach Woods is like, hey, we're going to change up our schedule. We want to be tested early on in the regular season so that way we're ready down the stretch for those tougher games.
Now, they did play one of the biggest schools in the state of Oklahoma last night. Tulsa Union lost by 54-53. But
heck of a fight.
I asked Coach Woods about it, and she said, it's just a part of the plan. Again, it's all focused on preparing this team for the postseason. And, iron sharpens iron. You hear that phrase thrown around a lot. So that's, been a theme this season. And they're going to qualify for the postseason. They're going to have a really good seed. All right, it's just about executing. And when you get into those situations, she wants to be ready. She wants her team to be ready and prepared. And that's been something that they've been working on this entire season. So, and Brianna Jones, we've yet to see her hit the floor, but she's such an important part of this team. And we're going to talk with her after the game. But she's got some decisions to make once she graduates this spring. Does she want to play collegiate basketball? The opportunities are there. Does she want to run track? The opportunities are there. So she's going to have an opportunity to even do both and be a dual athlete. Or she can choose to play one or the other.
Yeah, she just has a lot of options, and that's a great thing to have is options. Brianna Jones has just that. We got to shout them out for the girls' Douglas track team winning state last year.
I mean, they were so dominant. And several members of this basketball team were a part of that. Brianna Jones,
the basketball team.
Jordan Anderson, several others. I know I'm missing some names.
Kiara Smith, the senior that graduated last year.
That's right.
Naya Burge, just loaded with talent. And they don't just do it on the hardwood, they do it on the track as well.
And Jordan Anderson is on the floor, as well as Jaslyn Brown. We've got Kanaya Fletcher leading the point guard. Serenity Taylor still in the game. And a quick travel by Jordan Anderson. It's really uncommon, a mistake. You play enough basketball, stuff like that's going to happen. But I think she was thinking about how to score and realized you took one too many steps. She's going to make up for it on the defensive end here. And threw up a prayer, and Douglas Trojets get the rebound, but the Roughnecks got a little rough on that rebound.
They did get a little rough. Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of Crooked Oak. So they'll keep it and throw it in from their baseline.
I have
great defense by Douglas. They get another steal.
Here's Fletcher,
pushing
and
the
they're
pace.
Just trying to get that. Tried to get it to her teammate. It was blocked and stolen by Crooked Oak. And they're bringing it up the floor there and almost trapped her by Jordan Anderson, but they get it to her teammate. Now it's a loose ball stolen by Douglas Trojets. They're off to the raceless. Jaslyn Brown gets the assist to Kanaya Fletcher, who's having a good senior night, Dylan.
Yeah, she most definitely is. What a pass. The old school bounce pass in between two defenders of Crooked Oak by Jaslyn Brown.
Stolen again, or almost stolen. It is stolen. Fletcher to Brown. Brown going to take it to herself, goes out of bounds. There, no foul. It will remain Douglas Trojet basketball. We've got another Crooked Oak injured player here on the other side, and she's limping, and she's going straight to the bench, and that is just unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely not a good sign.
Bad luck to
the
have
Lady
losing a couple players early on to an already, low team on
Don't
participation
have a lot of
here.
bodies. So you just hate
Ball
to see
goes out of bounds.
anybody
But, hey, let's give credit to this Cricket basketball team. Their effort level's there.
Effort is definitely
I think
there.
they're getting aggressive. They're not quitting. I know the score isn't what it is in 19-2, but
they're just playing a juggernaut. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah, the Douglas Trojets are a monster. There's a three-point attempt, no good. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Douglas basketball.
That's exactly right. We'll see who gets the opportunity offensively for the Trojets on this possession.
Yep, Fletcher's going to bring it up to the right side. Serenity Taylor, Jaslyn Brown, and there's Jordan Anderson with the jump shot, no good. Rebounded Crooked Oak. Have another opportunity to cut the deficit there, but it's almost stolen by Jaslyn Brown. She's just been a thorn in Crooked Oak's side.
Yeah, most
on
definitely
the defensive side. She's been really aggressive. But that's the way they've been coached to play.
She's a great passer as well. Multiple assists already in this first quarter.
Yeah, Kanaya Fletcher, don't underestimate her. She's maybe small, but she's feisty. Oh no.
Oh man.
Surely we don't have another banged up ankle. Okay, she's up. She's all right. All right.
It's going to stay with Crooked Oak. We'll see if they can get something going offensively. They had a nice layup earlier.
It's number 11, Alonda Penn down there for Crooked Oak. Loose ball, and Douglas is going to come up with it. It's Jaslyn Brown with the steal and the easy bucket transition to go up 21-2.
Yeah, everything makes sense. What Coach Woods said about Jaslyn Brown pregame, we are seeing very often in the first quarter.
Ooh, almost backcourt. It is stolen by Jordan Anderson. She's going to Euro step.
Euro.
Right hand. Missed it, but Serenity Taylor is there to pick up the slack and clean up the mess and get the putback bucket to go up 23-2.
Yep, just Serenity Taylor doing a good job at following her teammate's shot and being there at the right time.
Three-point attempt, and goes out of bounds, but that's the end of the first quarter, Dylan. Wow, 23-2. Not quite unexpected. We knew this Douglas Trojet team was dominant, ranked number 2 in Class 4A, and have future collegiate basketball players all over the place, and they've honored their senior class and getting everybody some playing time. I'm sure we'll see a different lineup as the game goes on, but we want to put a spotlight on what they've been able to do this season and what each player brings individually to this team to, when they come together, a cohesive unit, you're stronger together, and together they're really strong. That sounds like a Jameis Winston quote. You strong,
Winston. I'm
strong, and together we're really strong. How about that? That's insightful, right?
It is. Hey, like you said, if we going to do it, we going to do it
right.
big.
Eat that W. Eat that W. Jameis Winston in the NFL. He's a free agent. That's a topic for the Morning Rush, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM in Oklahoma City. Make sure you tune in for that. But tonight we're streaming live on PPBC TV, live from Douglas High School, and we've got a really good boys game coming up. All right, so we've got the comments section going on right now, and we've got Doughboy BJ. Is that your best friend? Dylan, you got your friends commenting
I do not.
On the live stream here. It says Trojets taking it all, and it's got gold trophies there. So
would not shock me.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie.
Wouldn't shock me. I mean, they're one of the top teams in the state of Oklahoma. They've been beating 6A teams, and look at their record. It speaks for itself. You got VComp JTG that says Crooked Oak all the way. So we got some Crooked Oak fans in the live stream. We appreciate it. There's a lot of things we like about Crooked Oak. Obviously, score isn't what they want it to be, but this team is working really hard.
Yeah.
And they're a really tough team, and right now they've kind of been banged up on some injuries here, but they ain't quitting. They're going to continue to fight tooth and nail. and try to get better. So that's what head coach Allie McIntosh tries to instill with this young team. Puts up a shot, rebound at Crooked Oak. That's what I'm talking about. Like, crashing the boards.
Yeah, they're battling.
Swinging that elbow.
Mm-hmm.
Get off me,
And guess what? She gets a possession for her team just because of that effort alone on that offensive rebound over the taller defenders.
Here we go, Crooked Oak with the basketball on the right side. That's number 11, Alonda Penn. She's going to drive, trying to get through Jordan Anderson, but Anderson's right there. A loose ball, stolen. Fired it to Naya Burge with the easy layup. You heard her interview in pregame, and she's back to the lab, man.
Yeah, she's just such a special player. Shows off her track speed on that fast break.
A basketball scientist. That's how I compared Naya Burge. She's incredibly intelligent. There's, a lot of thought that goes into her style of play.
You could argue.
She not only wants to outwork you, but she wants to outsmart you too.
Yeah, it showed last year as a sophomore. You could definitely make the argument that she is the best player in her class in the state of Oklahoma.
And I'm going to try and get Jordan Anderson after the game to commit to her collegiate
Wouldn't
career,
that be a special
where
moment
she's
for
going
that young lady?
To college. She said she's announcing that commitment tonight, so maybe we can get her to give us that information here on live on PPBC TV. Great ball distribution, three-point shot by Markia Pratt. Offensive rebound, Naya Burge puts it up, no good. Kicks it out again. Pratt may shoot it, puts up the floater off the rim, rebound at Crooked Oak, and they're off to the races. And it's out of bounds. It'll be Crooked Oak basketball, right?
Yeah, I think
Crooked
so.
Oak.
That was Justice Woods out there, the freshman battling, but it's out of bounds on her, so it's going to stay with the Roughnecks.
Yeah, when we talked with Coach Woods about her daughter, Justice Woods, who's a freshman and is already being looked at by multiple universities. She's one of the best freshman basketball players in the state of Oklahoma.
That's not a surprise whatsoever.
And that's not an exaggeration.
No, it's definitely not. The talent is
Crooked
there.
Oak. They're trying to put up the shot, denied. Gets the board, though, is blocked. They're going to call a blocking foul on Markia Pratt.
Okay.
So it will stay Crooked Oak basketball. 25-4. I like the grit, Crooked Oak. Yeah, they're struggling to get points on the board, but again, this is a tough team.
Yep,
All right,
no
inbound
doubt about it.
the basketball. Tried to kick it out, but Brianna Jones is there, and she's pretty much everywhere. She can get up and down the floor as fast as anybody in the state of Oklahoma. A lot of speed to Brianna Jones.
That's not who you want to see in transition on a fast break.
Ooh,
Brianna
what a
Jones
move, and
blocks
what a block by
Burge.
Naya Burge.
Got a stoppage and a whistle, so I think they're going to call foul against the Trojets on the floor. So Crooked Oak's going to throw it in from the baseline. They've had the ball for quite some time on their end of the floor, but just haven't came up with any points. Stolen by Woods. She
fires
throws it down
it
the
to
court.
off the head.
Off the heezy.
Of number 25, Nicole Anderson. She never saw it come, and she probably said, did somebody just punch me in the back of the head? No, it's the basketball.
Man, that just took me back. Did you ever play NBA Street whenever you could do off the heezy?
I don't play games. I'm all business, Dylan. I don't play games.
That's a shock, man.
I make money. I broadcast games.
Yeah. Yes, indeed you do.
There's a three-point attempt off the backboard. Naya Burge at the offensive board, and there is a hold on Crooked Oak. Is that going to result in free throws?
I don't think so. Not quite in the shooting motion. They grabbed her arm before she could go up.
All right, they're going to inbound the basketball. I like that formation where they stand in front, and then Brianna Jones gets it, misses the three. Rebounded Crooked Oak. Yeah, they bring it up the floor. 6:05 left in the second quarter until halftime. Loses control, but still comes up with it to keep it from going out of bounds. It's Lene Patterson. And there's a whistle here, and I think I missed the call. All right, it's going to be on a Douglas Trojan. I think that's going to be on Jordan Anderson. And a quick substitution for Crooked Oak to get some fresh bodies out on the floor. Alanda Pinn's going to inbound the basketball for Crooked Oak. And trying to get the ball past Justice Woods here. It's really tough. Moves it to the top of the key, now goes left. Tried to get it to her teammate at the high post, but keeps it in bounds. Justice Woods got it. The right side, she fires it to the wing. Wide open shot by Jordan Anderson, no good. Rebound, put back is good. Brianna Jones, the senior, playing her last home game.
Yeah,
here at
special
Douglas
night
Gymnasium.
for a lot of these Trojettes. Brianna Jones crashing the boards like she always does. Just a hustler. And gets it easy. And that's a turnover on Crooked Oak. So Trojettes will get the basketball back once again. Brianna Jones is going to bring it up the court, run a set, get the ball moving.
There's Jordan Anderson right there on the wing. Jaslyn Brown goes left, goes right. Justice Woods with a deep three, offensive board. Jaslyn Brown puts the rebound up, no good. Another offensive board, back to Jaslyn Brown. Has the jump shot, no good. Finally rebounded by Crooked Oak. Douglas not really shooting that high percentage right now from the field. Boy, Justice Woods, you look at there and you just realize, how is that girl a freshman?
Yeah, she's so relaxed out there, a poised basketball player.
And she's comfortable running and defending. And she, sometimes freshmen, especially if they grow,
they get rattled. A lot of freshmen.
They hit a growth spurt, a little clumsy and awkward, but not her. No, she's comfortable in her own skin and plays some really good basketball. Of course, her sister plays for BYU. There's a three.
Jaslyn Brown from the top of the key.
Looky there, that's great
3-point
bucket.
is good. Trojettes up 30-4 now.
Here's Crooked Oak right at half court. Gets past it, trying to fight through Jordan Anderson's defense. That's really hard to do. And goes left, goes right. Penn tried to overthrow her team, but Justice Woods gets it, fires it over to Jordan Anderson, gets the bucket.
Yeah, they are just so great in transition. You don't want to see them. And that was Justice Woods, came up with the steal and then feeds it ahead to Jordan Anderson, who does the rest. The senior guard committing tonight, possibly on OKC Sports Radio.
That's right, and we're going to try and get that information. If I'm gonna press. I'm gonna press, but I'm gonna press the issue. We'll see how she responds. But wherever she does go, she's gonna have a wonderful career. She's a heck of an athlete, and she's mature beyond her years, intellectually, and so she'll be prepared for success in whatever she decides to do. So looking forward to getting that information. And, Coach Leticia Woods isn't going to be coaching for this team tomorrow. And her oldest daughter is playing against Baylor.
Oh, wow.
So
yeah,
it's
that's a big deal.
BYU against Baylor tomorrow. And initially that game, there was some scheduling. They didn't know if they were going to do it, so she, made plans to go support her daughter, play Division I college basketball. And
Can't
so
blame her.
she's going to go out there and support her daughter, and I don't blame her at all. I think that's,
she's doing the right thing as a mom.
Something you got to do. I mean, it's been really impressive, just the way her daughter, Kendra Gillespie, has played at the collegiate level. So
yeah, and those are moments
stuff
that you can't get back. Going to watch your daughter play D1 basketball, it's not going to last forever, so you got to embrace the moments. And I'm excited for her for that opportunity. So Crooked Oak, the Roughnecks, going to bring the ball up the court, down. 4 minutes left in the second quarter.
Past half court, looks like Fletcher's back in the game. He's D'ing up, and man, Alanda Penn was trying to take it all the way to the cup. They're going to call Fletcher with a reach-in foul. It'll remain Crooked Oak basketball. And they're in the bonus here, Dylan. So that's going to result in free throws, and I know Crooked Oak would love to get some free throw buckets here right now.
Yeah, this is the easiest look at the rim that they're going to get all night is from the free throw line, but they can't hit on the first attempt. So it's still 32-4. We'll see if she can get this second one to go.
Here it is, and boom, knocked it down, 32-5. Fletcher gets the inbound pass, goes to the right side. She's in a hurry. Finds Serenity Taylor, and there's a three by Dariana Gates. Uh-oh, the sophomore with the three-point shot. What a bucket by that young lady.
Don't let her get hot. She had a great season last year as a freshman, and she's stepping up already her sophomore season.
And there's Penn. Ooh, what? Got the ball ripped away, and Naya Fletcher gets the basketball to her teammate. And that's number 10, Anisha Crawford, goes out of bounds. They're going to call a foul on Crooked Oak for pushing Anisha Crawford.
Definitely pushed her in the back on that fast break.
Let's go back to the comments here. See if anybody's okay. Yeah, nobody knew. Nobody knew, but feel free to comment on the live stream here live on PPBC TV. Sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Oklahoma City Community College, and Super Prep.
Kind of wondering where Dre Stubbs is. He's always on the live stream for Douglas games.
I'm sure. And there's Crooked Oak off the glass, gets the bucket. It's to the 7-point mark. They're still fighting.
Nice right-handed runner by the Roughnecks.
That was Arcelia Lazo. Here's a three-point shot by Crawford. Knocks it down. Makes it look like she does it all the time, and the reason is she does.
Yeah, she does indeed. The lucky lefty from the corner. Tray ball good. Trojets up big.
And Fletcher's trying to force that turnover. Lazo's got it to her teammate, and that's a steal. Here we go. Is that Promise Craig? Dishes it. There's Fletcher, gets it back, and did not see that Crooked Oak defender right behind Anisha Crawford. Gets it back to Fletcher in the corner and really close to that out-of-bounds mark. Now goes right to Taylor. Taylor off a screen from Gates. Puts up the shot, in and out. Crooked Oak with the rebound. Fires it to her teammate. She wasn't ready.
Stolen
Kenya
by
Fletcher gets it and puts up the shot, no good. Gates with the rebound, kicks it to her teammate. Now Taylor gets another shot. Bang! Three-point shot by Serenity Taylor.
Wide open from the top of the key. You won't get any more open than that. The big-time shot by the big-time player, Serenity Taylor.
Here comes Crooked up the court right now, mid-court, off a screen. Now brings it back out. Number 25, Nicole Anderson, to her teammate, drives in the paint, kicks it, jump shot, no good, and rebounded Dariana Gates. She's off to the races. She may take it all the way, but gets fouled on her way to the basket.
Yeah, definitely showed off her speed and athleticism. Very promising player. Sophomore forward, Dariana Gates, wearing that number 24. And here's their inbound play in that straight line. They'll break in different directions.
Inbounds to Serenity Taylor, and there was a little bit of a collision there between Taylor and Nicole Anderson of Crooked Oak. Goes out of bounds. It will remain Douglas Trojet basketball. Inbounds it to Crawford. Now to Taylor again for three. Knocked it down. Her second three-pointer of the game.
Safe to say Serenity Taylor is heating up, Coach. Back-to-back tray balls by her.
Crooked Oak trying to make a move. That's a great screen. Finds a lane. Just wasn't able to do it. Rebounded and fired to Dariana Gates. They get up and down the floor quick. Tried to get it to her teammate, and it's stolen by the Crooked Oak Lady Roughnecks. And then you've got Lene Patterson swinging elbows saying, hey, I'm not giving up this basketball.
Yeah, Lady Roughnecks, they live up to the name. They play some rough, gritty basketball, and they're not afraid to battle.
Inbounds. Finds Promise Craig, kicks it to Fletcher right there on the wing. Back to somebody get a fire extinguisher. Serenity Taylor's literally on fire right now at midcourt.
The Oklahoma City Fire Department. Let's get Serenity Taylor put those flames out. She is red hot.
Oh, and that's great defense. I love what Promise Craig is bringing to the table on the defensive side tonight. Fletcher gets the inbound pass. She's going to take it, fires
Serenity
it out
Taylor.
left. Oh, my goodness, again. Well, that was a jump shot inside, but Dariana Gates said, give me the broom. I'm going to clean up this mess and get 2 points real quick, and she did just that.
They took the weight room very seriously in the offseason, and Dariana Gates shows just that on that offensive putback. The Trojets up big, 49-7 at the half.
Yeah, and they're just, showcasing what they do. And
what
again,
they do is win and win big. They want to dominate.
It is senior night, and I don't know if they're going to do the senior introductions here at halftime. It certainly looks like it could be the case, or if they're going to do it immediately following the game. Stay tuned to find out. But these young ladies have won a lot of games here at Douglas High School and need to be, commended for their efforts, for their accomplishments, their successes. And it's not just out on the basketball court. It's in the community. It's in the classroom. I'm so proud of these young ladies. And it's just amazing to watch them, come in as a young freshman, wide-eyed freshman.
Right.
Don't really know what's going on, but boy, they develop into great athletes and, future collegiate athletes. Now, you look at Justice Woods, who's a freshman. I don't know, was there ever a point in her life that she felt like she felt underwhelmed or something? She looks so comfortable. She looks like a seasoned veteran as a freshman. So maybe she doesn't experience things like that, but most people do. And I remember watching Brianna Jones develop and how quiet she is. She's so much more comfortable as getting older and maturing. You could say the same thing about Jordan Anderson. And so what a career that they've had. And, Promise Craig has done some things. Serenity Taylor's another senior that's going to be honored tonight. Kenaya Fletcher. Markia Pratt. Right, this is her first year with Douglas, but she's such a talented basketball player.
Jaslyn Brown.
Right, who's played really well tonight. I mean, just a lot of things you got to like about this Douglas Trojet basketball team. And so they're going to be honoring this team here at halftime and introduce the seniors after their incredible senior season. And the best is yet to come. There's, the plan is to win that gold ball at the end of the year at a place we like to call the State Fair Arena. And
now, are we playing at the OG Arena, or is the new one open yet?
The new one is opening next year.
Okay.
I thought, going back to last year, that last year would be
the last
go-round. But I think because of the new arena that's currently being built next door on the State Fairgrounds, it's bigger, it's better, more technology, more comfortable. It's taken a little bit longer to produce, so they've actually had to, continue to play in the big house, the original, the OG.
This is fine with me. I love that place.
The State Fair Arena that we've been to for decades and decades. It's going to host one more state tournament.
Wow. At
all levels of basketball and high school basketball. And Van Shea Ivan, I talked with him about it. And, he said this is going to be the final year, but the new place is going to be fantastic.
Oh, I'm sure.
People are going to be really comfortable making memories in that new place. But got to get it built first, and got to get it built the right way. So I'm excited about it. Coming up after the girls' game, we still got the second half of the girls' game. But I did an interview with Trevor Snell of the Douglas Trojan basketball team. He's a young sophomore that I'm really excited about his future. He's playing like a seasoned vet this year, and they're using him in a lot of different ways. And because Landry Ballard, suffered that injury, and we can talk about him in a little bit, but the team has had to rally around each other and find different ways to play off of each other. Landry Ballard was such an important piece to that team and ran the point guard, like you call him, the floor general.
Yeah, I mean, he ran the offense the last 2 championship runs.
They've had to make different adjustments, and Trevor Snell has been a wonderful surprise to this team. So I did an interview with him. I talked with him, and we'll talk with him, right before the game. We get the tip-off tonight between the Douglas Trojans and the Crooked Oak Roughnecks. Hey, the boys are ranked number 2 in the state in Class 4A. Crooked Oak boys are ranked number 2 in the state in Class 3A.
Oh, wow.
Consider how
really
many teams
game.
are in the Class 4A and how many teams there are in 3A. This is going to be a great matchup after the girls.
I'm afraid you're right.
So we're excited about it. All right, we're going to take a quick break, kind of catch our breath here, take a drink of the water, and hydrate. And we'll be back here momentarily and get this second half underway. But the Douglas Trojets are currently honoring their senior class right now, so we'll continue broadcasting that and be back for second half of basketball here live on PPBC TV, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Oklahoma City Community College, and Super Prep. Hey, our other sponsors are Love's Student of the Month, GQ Fashion's Fine Menswear, and a place that I know and love. I'm employed there, OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1. We appreciate everything that you bring to the table. So we'll get that underway here shortly. Keep it locked to PPBC TV, streaming live straight to your mobile device. And, heck, if you set it up right, straight to your television. How about that? We'll be back. I'm Jay Swick. That's Dylan Tribble. We'll be right back.
Cheerleader Deanna Tuggle. Deanna Tuggle is being walked by her parents, Juanita Williams and Deanna Tuggle. She has siblings, the Williams siblings. Her proudest accomplishment, she won Miss Homecoming, has a 4.1 GPA, and is a positive leader amongst her classmates. Her plans after high school is to become a real estate agent and a cosmetologist. She would like to say to her parents, thank you for everything free that you do for me. I love you. Varsity cheerleader Olivia Whiteside. She will be welcomed by her parents, Alicia Whiteside and O'Shea Whiteside. Her proudest accomplishment is coming to Douglas and continuing to further her education and meeting her cheer sisters. Promise is escorted by her parents, Miss Braxton and Terrell Craig Sr. Promise has siblings Jordan, Terrell, Arion, and Bryson. Her proudest accomplishment is becoming Miss Basketball and joining the basketball team. Her plans after high school are to go to college and study cybersecurity. She wants to tell her parents, I love you and appreciate you in everything that you do for me, and I will continue to carry on your wisdom. Everybody, Thomas Craig. Our second basketball player is Miss Jaslyn Brown. Jaslyn's escorted by her parents, Rita Brown and Jerome Brown. She has siblings, Ty and Mara Butler. Her proudest accomplishment is being a two-time state champ in basketball and track. She plans on going to college for basketball and track and to major in computer tech. She would like to tell her parents that she loves them and she's grateful. Thank you for pushing me to be great and being so supportive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaslyn Brown. Our next senior, Miss Denver Fletcher. Denver's parents are Shalonda Suggs and Keto Fletcher. Her siblings are Devin, Kenayan, Kenoria, Dejon, and Cameron. Her proudest accomplishment is making it to the Final Four in state. Her plans after high school are to enlist in the Air Force. She would like to tell her parents, I love you and I'm so very thankful to have you in my corner. Ladies and gentlemen, Denver Fletcher. Our next senior, Miss Kenaya Fletcher. Her parents are Kalita Burton and Keno Fletcher. Her siblings are Denver, Kenoria, Day, Dee, Reggie, and Cameron. Her proudest accomplishment is winning state in track. She plans on going to college after high school to major in business. She would like to tell her parents, I'm very grateful for everything you have done for me and the sacrifices you have made. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenaya Fletcher. Our next senior, Miss Markia Pratt. Markia's parents are Takaya, Kate, and Marcus Pratt. Her siblings are Marcus Jr. and Demarion. Her proudest accomplishment is maintaining a 4.0 for all of her years of high school. She is currently enrolled in concurrent classes at OCCC, and she is committed to play basketball at Oklahoma Panhandle State University. She plans on majoring in accounting. She would like to tell her parents, thank you for everything you do for me. I greatly appreciate you, and I love you forever. Ladies and gentlemen, Markia Pratt. Our next senior, Miss Serenity Taylor. Serenity's parents are Shanika Davis and Morris Taylor Jr. Her siblings are Alicia Moore and Morris III. Her greatest accomplishments are getting accepted into college, also being able to maintain a life as a student under Coach Woods. Her plans after high school are to pursue a business management degree at UCO, and her ultimate goal is to open her own bakery. She would like to tell her parents, I'm very thankful for everything that you do for me, and I love y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, Serenity Taylor. Our next athlete, Miss Jordan Anderson. Jordan's parents are Shafron Anderson and Anthony Anderson. Her sibling is Marion Anderson. Her proudest accomplishments is competing and being able to win a track championship her junior year and receiving 4 offers to play basketball in college. Her plans after high school is to attend OBU on a full ride scholarship for basketball. She would like to tell her parents, I'm grateful for everything y'all done for me. You guys' guidance and love have made me become the person I am today. You have taught me the importance of hard work, and I love you guys more than I can express. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Anderson. Our next athlete, Miss Brianna Jones, Bree. Her parents are Tara Jones and Marcus Brooks. Her siblings are Braden, Brielle, and baby Trey. Her proudest accomplishment being a state champion in track, receiving offers in basketball and track from Langston, OBU, OC, and Panhandle University. Her plans after high school are to go to college and be successful. She would like to tell her parents, I appreciate your support and guidance that you have continued to give me throughout my life. I love you more than ever, and I'm so grateful to have you as parents. Ladies and gentlemen, Bree Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for your senior cheerleaders and senior basketball players. Congratulations, ladies. Good luck in your future. Have a good night.
All right, we're here at halftime of the girls' game, and the Douglas Trojets, who are currently up 49-7 on the Crooked Oak Lady Roughnecks. But we had to take a little bit of a timeout here. We've got some big news that we're breaking live worldwide here on PPBC TV.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce Jaden Nickens,
Yes, sir. Yes,
who
sir.
has come back home where he belongs. You've been playing out west in California, playing in that weather, but you're an Oklahoman, man. You got to come back home and get back in school. You're now enrolled here at Douglas High School once again. You got to go through your OSSAA little timeout, but the word on the street is you're going to be back in uniform for the postseason. Is this true? Talk to the people.
Yes, sir. I actually be in the uniform sooner than you'll think. A lot of people don't know I've been down here back in the road for a long time. So I did my time with OSSA, and I sat out and I've just been working out, getting my body right, and the time will come. But yes, I'm back.
I am so excited to see you back on down the campus, and you're going to go at another run at a gold ball. You do that pretty well. You've got quite a few championship rings. What's one more?
This one is personal. This one is personal.
Elaborate on that.
A lot of people, throughout my whole high school career, doubted me in a lot of ways. But this one is just personal because, I didn't want to say I left my brothers. I did, but me coming back and seeing, having Ballard go down and, got Devon and them, and having another childhood friend, Tyler Williams, that I played with at AET, come over.
Having a great year.
Yeah, having a great year. So this one is real personal, not only for my teammates, but for me, came back, family issues, a lot of deaths in the family. So this one is dedicated to a lot of people that I have passed in 24 and going on to 2025. So this one is personal in that aspect, but I'm just here to win again, man. I'm just here to win and have fun and enjoy high school. I only get this one time, so why not? Graduate as a Trojan.
Well said. Jaden Nickens here live on the broadcast, and you'll see him once again in a Douglas Trojan uniform. What's your status with the University of Kansas? You still planning on being a dual sport athlete?
Oh, yes, sir. Talk to them heavy. They knew every step. Before I even made the transition, I had to make it clear with them first. So they're all in, and they're with me every step of the way. So I'm good.
Well,
yes, sir.
look in that camera right there and just say, hey, I'm back.
I'm back. Hey, Weatherford, I'm back.
Oh, you heard it first. Jaden Nickens here. Thank you very much, Jaden.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you. We're looking forward to the future, my man. Congratulations.
wait.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
Welcome home.
You.
All right.
Yes, sir.
We're going to get this game back out on our way and get our cameraman situated. It's been great. It's been great. Real quick, Jaden, I need a picture with you. I need a picture with you. So we're going to take a quick timeout and do our due diligence here and get this girls' game back underway. All right, we are back, and we're trying to get the camera situated here, so we'll get this thing set up right so you can see the action and not just hear my voice. I mean, the Douglas Trojettes have been really in control in this first half, and I don't expect that to change going into the second half. But you can see that, a lot of people have shown up to the gymnasium to watch some really great basketball teams just dominate. And you look at this Douglas boys team, you look at the girls team, and they're the epitome of domination. But we'll see what happens with the boys team because, like I said, Crooked Oak boys can hoop, Dylan. They're ranked number 2 in 3A for a reason. That isn't just by popularity. It's because they went out of there and earned it. So I think the boys game is going to be really competitive. And we'll hear from Coach Steven Alexander as well as Trevor Snell as we lead up to that game. So we'll get this underway here momentarily. There it is. Now we got some video action, and I need some of those patrons to sit down so we can get a better understanding, a better look at this court. And, wow, what a move by Crooked Oak, but missed it on the block. So Fletcher's going to fire it to Brianna Jones for 3. Got it knocked out. Really good stuff. And here we go. Yeah, I'll turn your mic on so you can talk with us, Dylan. My apologies.
I appreciate that.
You want to be a part of the broadcast? Here we go.
Sure, why not? Let it rip.
Okay, so Crooked Oak on the right side. It's number 5, Lene Patterson. Dishes to her teammates off the glass, gets the bucket, gets to the 9-point mark. No quick with Crooked Oak, but wait. Ball distribution by the Douglas Trojettes. Promise Craig with the bucket. Another assist from Brianna Jones.
Yep, they are dangerous in transition with all the speed, and when they can do that, other teams are in trouble. They are great with the chemistry. I mean, it showed. They worked on that all offseason in the weight room, on the track, in the gym, and the fruits of their labor are showing tonight.
Here we go. Got a timeout here on the floor. I thought the senior ceremony was really good and honored that illustrious senior class here for the Douglas Trojettes the right way.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they deserve all the credit in the world for coming in here and changing the culture of Trojettes basketball. Instant impact, and Coach Woods, she turned it around in 1 year, and this is year 2, and they're ranked number 2 in the state.
What was your reaction when you came up from your little bathroom water break and you see me sitting here with Jaden Nickens, and we're talking about the future? How about that?
Well, it's just
he's back, baby.
Very exciting for the Trojan faithful, all the alumni, the current students and faculty, and then you and I have covered Douglas basketball. This is our 3rd year, so the fact that he's going to be back to try to make that state championship run for a three-peat, it's very exciting times here on the east side of Oklahoma City.
And I think he is just so motivated to get back out on the court and get with his brothers.
Yep.
And do what they've been doing their whole lives. Wow, what a pass. Almost intercepted. It came close to being stolen by Crooked Oak. There's Serenity Taylor. Corner. Brianna Jones for 3. In and out. Rebound at Crooked Oak, and I think there's a little bit of a foul there. Maybe a lot of it. It was a foul by Naya Fletcher.
Yeah,
And so it will be Crooked Oak basketball. Currently down 58-9, 4:15 left in the third, but, you know.
As Jay Nick was walking away, he dapped me up and said, it's time to get to work. I mean, that's exactly what you want to hear. He's ready. He is very hungry to get his team back on top once again.
And he's been attending classes. He's been enrolled at Douglas High School for a while. So, yeah, so it's you know, people don't understand. It's not like he just showed up out of nowhere today. He's been enrolled. He's been going to classes. He's been doing the right things, taking the steps necessary to get back.
He's a good kid, man.
On the court. So, and he talked about he's still planning on being a Kansas Jayhawk, playing football and playing basketball, and I think that's wonderful. He's one of the top athletes in the state of Oklahoma, and he's going to play Division I sports and multi-sports. So
amazing.
Excited to have
for that young man.
Jaden Nickens back playing basketball for the Douglas Trojans.
He did tell me, because I told him I was a KU fan as a kid, Nick Collison, Kirk Heinrich. I said, that was one of my favorite teams. He's like, if you and Swick want to come to a game, I got y'all.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
we might
really
have to take a trip up to Lawrence.
Yep. Well, there's Jordan Anderson with the steal. She's going to go coast to coast. Right hand, no good. But guess what? Her teammate's there to put it back up, and another teammate's there to get the rebound and put back. I think that is Serenity Taylor. I'm just a big fan of that young lady. I mean, like I said, we've interviewed her so many times, and she's so quiet and kind and polite. But you get her out on the basketball court, and she turns into a monster. Oh, and what a block there by Serenity Taylor, sitting there bragging on it. She's playing good defense. Here's Promise Craig, right-hand layup. It's good, 62-11.
They all play great defense, and they all run down the court in a hurry. That time it's Promise Craig with the finish. Just a very special group, very senior heavy, so they feel like right now is the time to try to go get this gold ball.
Yeah, Crooked Oak on the right side, top of the key, gets it to her teammate right back. And having to fight through that tenacious defense. They're going to call a foul. That might be another foul on Jordan Anderson. Yeah, it is.
They play aggressive. They are always trying to jump the passing lanes, make you work your handles. They go for the steals, and more times than not, they end up getting the turnovers. That time it is a foul, though.
All right, Crooked Oak's going to inbound it. And right back out of bounds. It'll remain Crooked Oak basketball. And like I said, you look at the score, you see 62-11. You know, it is what it is. This Douglas team is really good girls basketball team, and then what a block, and then they're going to dish it. Here's Serenity Taylor with the layup. It's good, but I know the score, there's a huge difference, but I'm a big fan of head coach Allie McIntosh of Crooked Oak, assistant Kyle Richter. Listen, they are really good people. They're trying to build something at this high school, and they're trying to establish a culture, and it starts with the work ethic and hustle, all right? The talent will eventually get there, but this is early in the rebuilding process, and these young ladies are putting out a lot of effort. They're not really looking at the score. They're just playing one possession at a time. You get it.
That's all you can do. That's exactly right, Swick. That's all you can do, one possession at a time. They got the ball right now. They're going to try to get some offense flowing. Most likely not going to come back, but they will never give up. That time it's stolen by Jaslyn Brown.
Ooh, left hand, a late foul.
Aggressive foul.
Seriously.
For sure.
You know, they take it one possession at a time, and that's the way you're supposed to. All right. 3, 2, 1. That's the end of the third quarter. We'll take a quick break. Looks like Jaslyn's going to be attempting some free throws here, so we got the fourth quarter coming up. Hey, our broadcast being sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Oklahoma City Community College, and Super Prep. We appreciate your support. SSM Health Hospitals, proud sponsors of Oklahoma City Public School broadcasts. They've got a great team of providers that help these young athletes recover from their injuries and get back out onto the field as quickly as possible. and also OCCC. Hey, Oklahoma City Community College helped so many people, whether you're in high school, graduating soon, you're off a gap year, you're jumping in later on in life and said, hey, I need to get an education. They have programs, and they have a plan in place for you, and it's all customized for you, the student, in your schedule, in your life, and how it can be revolving around this education. But they set you up for success. Their motto is your future, our purpose. Log on to their website, occc.edu today for Oklahoma City Community College. We appreciate everything they do for students here in the state of Oklahoma and also supporting athletics here in the state of Oklahoma.
We have a lot of phenomenal high-level athletes in the state of Oklahoma. Very slept on, but we get to showcase these talents every single week.
You know, and I'm going to talk to Oklahoma City Community College. Maybe you can come on as a calculus teacher or,
I did take business calc.
Teach nuclear physics or something.
I got
like
an A in
that.
business calc. So if they want to pay me some money.
Well, I think there's a need for nuclear physics and biometrics. That's just a word I kind of came up with. I've heard it before. I don't know what it means.
They did not offer that to you out in Tahlequah?
No, I was taking gym at that time.
General studies.
CPR that I forgot how to, coordinate. All right, firing it, man. Marquia Pratt through the legs.
No. Oh, my. Tried it. She tried it.
Got a little showboaty.
Yeah.
There. Now, didn't make the shot, so she failed miserably, but I admire the effort.
I love the attempt, though. I love the thought. It was a great thought. It would have been nice if she finished it. Jaslyn Brown.
It right to Brown and gets it blocked. Here comes Crooked Oak. Let's go. They're one-on-one. Can she get it done? Yes, she can. Ladies and gentlemen, that was number 25, Nicole Anderson, the junior guard for the Crooked Oak Lady Roughnecks. And then Kenaya Fletcher with a three-point attempt, rebounded by Crooked Oak. They've got a little bit of momentum here.
They're starting to feel it a little bit. That was a big-time layup over Serenity Taylor. That's just not any average basketball player that she scored on.
Fires it and rebounded Douglas. Ooh, and a collision at mid-court.
Very physical.
Nicole Anderson and Jaslyn Brown. That was like a hockey body check there up against the glass.
Yeah, didn't you go to a hockey game up in Buffalo?
Not too long ago. I didn't know what was going on. I don't know the rules. And
fun to watch, though, right?
I know the puck goes in the
net.
In the net.
Yeah.
They get credited for a point. That's about it. But I had a good time.
There's fights. That's always fun.
There wasn't any fights when I was there. And I don't like to promote violence either. So I'm okay with that. Here's Crooked Oak on the left side. Now they penetrate. Jump shot. Can't get it to go.
Outlet.
Pratt with the rebound to Promise Craig. Here we go. Promise Craig gets the layup, misses the layup, but she got fouled. She'll go to the free throw line here momentarily for the Douglas Trojets, who are in very much, control of this game right now here in the fourth quarter.
Yep, they're feeling great. I mean, this is one of those games, hey, we're going to let our seniors get some burn. They've put the time and effort into our program. We're going to reward them on senior night. Amazing halftime ceremony, and a lot of seniors getting burned late in this game. It's Promise Craig at the stripe. She's got one more free throw to go. She's had a great game along with Jaslyn Brown. Let's see if she can get this second free throw in.
Missed it, rebounded Crooked Oak. Bringing it up the floor, Cole Anderson, number 25. Top of the key, goes right. Almost stolen, loose ball. Who's going to come up with it? It's Douglas. Left hand, right hand actually, puts up the shot, Marquia Pratt. Loose ball goes out of bounds. Whose ball?
I think it's going to stay with the Trojets.
Douglas
yes,
ball.
Indeed it is. Fletcher with the
on the
basketball.
wing, goes right, dishes to Pratt. Pratt's going to step up, attack, kicks to the corner. Three-point shot, no good. Dariana Gates gets the rebound through the legs. Look at that. Look at that.
Now. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
They're getting fancy with it. Trojets going and one mixtape, the Professor Hot Sauce.
Anderson just slowing this thing down. Don't be surprised if she pulls up right there, Steph Curry range. To her teammate on the left side. Fletcher's right in front of her. And loses control. They're kind of fighting for the ball right now. Anderson diving for it. It's going to be a jump ball call. Currently a running clock right now here at Douglas High School Gymnasium. Serenity's going to inbound it to Fletcher. Fletcher on the right side. No look to Pratt. Pratt drives baseline, reverse. Can't get it to go. Rebounded, Lady Roughnecks. Here we go. Crooked Oaks still trying to put some points on the board. Give them credit.
Yep, trying to set up some offense here.
But again, stay tuned for the boys game coming up. We've got some pregame interviews we're going to play for you. Douglas boys, back-to-back 4A state champions. Currently ranked number 2 in Class 4A. And they're going to take on Crooked Oak boys team, who is ranked number 2 in the state in Class 3A. So
should be a
on
fun
paper,
one.
we're going to see a much more competitive basketball game immediately following the girls.
And that's
here
what the
tonight.
fans want to see. Blowouts are cool, but
Right.
we want to see some close, really competitive basketball, and that's what we have in store.
Talk to me, Dylan, because you've been right there with me along the way. Talk about this senior class for the boys.
Oh, man.
Basketball team here at Douglas High School. We've talked about the girls. Talk about the boys and their illustrious career. They're literally East Side royalty.
Yeah, they truly are. They're
and
going
have
for
represented this school as good as anybody has. And that's saying something because Douglas has had a lot of success in basketball.
They sure have. Won a lot of state championships. You can see the banner up there. And we're going to talk about the senior class. They will be honored tonight. And it all starts with that core group that you and I have gotten to know really well. You got Landry Ballard, the floor general. He's still out injured, but they're hoping to get him back later down the season. And then you got the Eastside Splash Bros. Jaden Williams, a.k.a. J-Will, and then Devon Scott Jones, the sniper. These kids are so special to the program. They love playing for Coach Alexander. They would run through a wall for this man, and he has took them to the heights where they wanted to get. They've got 2 rings, but they still want to fill up one of those fingers with another fat ring, and this is where they get it done. It's getting kind of close to postseason play is right around the corner, so they're really trying to lock in. They got their old teammate back, Jay Nick, but it's all about that core 3, in my opinion. Landry, Jaden Williams, and Devon Scott, phenomenal careers.
Yeah,
for
that
Steve.
group has won so many games over the past 4 years. It's been incredible, and I think about Jaden Williams after the state championship victory over Weatherford 2 years ago, and you look at him now, he's a totally different person. He grew into his body, got taller, got bigger, faster, stronger.
Sure did.
You know, you think about, golly, he was a state champion years ago, and now he's still on the team, and he looks like a grown man.
He does. Those 3 started on the championship team as sophomores. It was Landry Ballard, Devon Scott, Jaden Williams, and then you had Terry McMorris, who was a big-time player for them in that first championship game.
Eastern Illinois now playing, big-time college basketball. We're so happy with the way he's, developed and, playing out his dream right now. Wow, this crowd is getting into this game. 67-15, this crowd is invested in these Douglas Trojets, showing their support by screaming their heads off, and I love it.
Yep, can't forget the other member of that team, Jace Breath. That was another big-time player.
Jace Breath is a great young man.
Still playing college basketball. Him and Terry McMorris are living the dream right now.
Look at that.
This team.
They're getting these seniors some buckets, and I just love it, man. I love a tight-knit team. They love playing basketball with each other, and it's a special time. It's just something they're going to remember their whole career, and it's awesome. But to experience this on their home court for one more time is a special feeling because they know there's a lot of work to do in the future.
Yeah.
And it starts tomorrow with the Dungy Classic.
Oh, man, big-time game, old-school rivalry. They know what's at stake. And that's going to be your ball game. The Trojets of Douglas win big, 68-15. They defend home court. And now it's almost time for the boys' game.
All right, real quick. Player of the game sponsored by Super Prep. Super Prep's the premier sports outlet featuring the very best in high school, college, student athletes here in the city, state, and nation. Make sure you follow them on social media. Super Prep OK on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of the above. Who's your player?
I'm going to go with one of the star seniors, number 23, Serenity Taylor. We saw her do it on both ends of the court. Great defense, and then she got red hot from three, finishing buckets in transition. Serenity Taylor is our player of the game. Big time win for the Trojets.
Real quick, just your opinion on this upcoming game with the boys.
I'm excited. I think it's going to be very fast-paced. It's going to be high-flying. It's going to be physical, and the crowd's going to be into it. Should be a very electric atmosphere here tonight on the east side of Oklahoma City. Jaden Nickens will be on the bench cheering on his teammates. We got a lot of people here to get this game on video. Shout out our boy KB Vision. Got to talk to him pregame. Always a good time to see that guy.
Wow, Crooked Oak just ran out on the floor. They've got some size here.
I saw that.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I saw it when I went over there to talk to the coach trying to get that roster. They do have some height. They got a deep team, and they're going to try to make some noise.
All right, here's my conversation with Douglas Trojan Trevor Snell, a sophomore that we're just excited about what he brings to the table and what he's meant to this team. Here is my conversation with number 2 guard Trevor Snell. All right, I'm here with Douglas Trojan, number 2 sophomore guard Trevor Snell. Trevor, I've watched you from afar. Boy, you've been developing at a really fast pace, my man. You're starting to get more and more comfortable. Talk about your progression as a basketball player. You're young, but, boy, you're getting some serious minutes. You're making some really good plays to help your team win. Talk about this season for you.
This season, coming into the season, I didn't have much varsity experience, but, my coaches, they prepared me, get me ready for this. So when I came on the court, I already know what I got to do, what my job is, who to give the ball to, the right time to score. So it's really just all thanks to my coaches.
Who do you model your game after? Is there an NBA player or a collegiate player that inspires you? Because it just seems like you're really fast, you're really quick, and there's a lot of different things that you do well. But who do you model your game after?
I always try to model my game after my brother because, he's always my biggest role in life. Always taught me how to play the game of basketball. So I try to model my game after him because that's somebody I want to be like because he got to the highest level of basketball, so I want to be like him.
You got a big game against Crooked Oak tonight. I mean, number 2 in Class 3A. You guys are ranked number 2 in 4A. On paper, this is a really interesting matchup. What's the focus early on for you?
The focus is to come off the bench and instantly make an impact for my team, positive impact, and hopefully get the team rolling in the right direction today.
Is there something that you're trying to accomplish early on as a team, and that may be rebound the basketball, that may be, take open shots or distribute? What's the focus early on for you guys?
Probably just hit them first in the mouth, get the pace going, and because when we hit first, we're not going to lose. We're not going to lose. We're the best defensive team in the state, so they're not going to score against us.
Well, Trevor Snell, you may be a sophomore, but you play like a senior, young man, and I've been impressed with your maturation and just your overall game as a guard, and you're going to eventually be one of the top guards in the state of Oklahoma.
Thank you.
So good luck tonight against Crooked Oak.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. All right, that was Trevor Snell. Dylan, any reaction to him as a player and to that interview?
Yeah, he's a promising young player for Douglas. He wanted to come play for the back-to-back state champs. More importantly, he wanted to come play for Coach Alexander. A lot of people when they see the body of work of Coach Steven Alexander, they're like, man,
Right.
I want to be a part of that. How do I get over there and play for Coach Steve? And when Snell came in, he just filled in with the team. He fits the mold. He fits the chemistry. Really good player, young player, sophomore, a lot of promise.
Yeah, and you mentioned Coach Steven Alexander. We're going to play our interview with him here in a minute, but he's proven to – oh, what a dunk by Big Chris. Do you see that?
Oh, yeah. These Douglas Trojans can get up.
Yeah, it
and
took me
fly.
off my game here momentarily. But Steven Alexander's proven time and time again he develops players into better basketball players, and he teaches them to play the right way. It's not some AAU thing that you read about where they're just, a bunch of players playing for themselves. Steven Alexander creates basketball teams. He creates a cohesive unit that when you play together and you play unselfish basketball, you dominate. And that's the way he teaches it, and that's the way he develops these young players. So here's my conversation with Steven Alexander as we get closer to tip-off between the number 2 ranked Douglas Trojans in Class 4A taking on the number 2 ranked Crooked Oak Roughnecks in Class 3A. I love this matchup on paper, so we're in for a treat tonight. But here is my conversation with Douglas head coach Steven Alexander. All right, I'm here with head coach of the Douglas Trojans. We're literally seconds away from tip-off here. Big game tonight against the Crooked Oak Roughnecks. They're ranked number 2 in the state in Class 3A. Your Douglas Trojans ranked number 2 in the state in Class 4A. I think about how many teams there are in the state in the 4A and 3A, and you look at it, and these are 2 of the best teams in the state of Oklahoma. And you're fighting tonight on the basketball court. What's the focus early on for your basketball team in order to get a victory tonight?
Just high energy. We know that we have our home crowd behind us. I always tell my guys, when you have your home crowd, you try your best to feed off of them. You got to protect your home no matter what game it is. And we know it's going to be a good challenge, but I also feel like this is great, preparing us, getting ready to go into the playoffs. Crooked Oak's a good basketball team, well-coached team. And we're up for the challenge. As you know, we just get excited about, playing teams that we know are going to bring it. So we're excited about it.
Now, it is senior day here at Douglas High School. Talk about your seniors, what they've meant to your program.
Yeah, I mean, the 2025 class here has been special. I believe when we first got here, this school was kind of struggling to get students, not only basketball guys, but you start talking about the community in a whole. And I think these guys have had a lot to do with this community growing, with students and, with the temperament of the community, man. I mean, you see the guys are happy. We try to keep our student body engaged. The 2025 class has been a historic class here at Douglas, and just hoping to get them a good win tonight so they can be happy.
Well, their accomplishments speak for themselves. They've got quite a bit of jewelry that they've earned. It was never given. They went out there and earned. And that just adds to the high-class reputation that is Douglas basketball, that is Douglas athletics. The alumni is a long list, and they're adding to it. But, boy, they have made the community proud. You've got such a support system that away, home, wherever you're at, they're coming to watch you. And I wish more would stay home so they could watch my broadcast. But they need the support, and they need the loud noises when people scream. So I totally get it, but, boy, you got to be proud with their production and just what they've been able to accomplish.
I mean, more than anything, you talk about a class that came in when Douglas kind of was on the downfall, kind of looking to spring back up. And these freshmen came in, and as freshmen in this 2025 class, lost 9 games in a row as youngsters. And from that point on, I kind of just seen them kind of turn into young men. And we always talk about basketball is just an avenue to be something bigger and better than just the game. And we always talk about playing for not only ourselves, but our community and the people that we know cheer us on. So, yeah, it's a lot bigger than just basketball with us. I mean, we take this game personal. We love it, and we know it's just a game. But at the end of the day, we know we do it for the people that are watching us and supporting us.
Okay, last question. You got a tough matchup against Crooked Oak here in literally seconds. But you're going to turn around less than 24 hours and play in the Dungy Classic in the rivalry game that Douglas has with Star Spencer. Is that in the back of your mind when you're playing players and how many minutes they're playing, or do you want to put this team through a gauntlet and just prepare them for the playoffs? You tell me. You're the head coach.
For me, it's just all the preparation. I mean, in order to win a state championship, you normally have to play 3 games in a matter of 4 days. It used to be 3 in 3 days, but they're giving you the extra day these days. But, yeah, man, our guys have been playing back-to-backs all year. They're a mature group. They're a strong group. Like you said, we have a group full of seniors. So, yeah, I mean, we're going out. We have to win this game tonight. I'm one of those guys that believe in taking care of business that's in front of you, and then we'll worry about tomorrow.
Coach Stephen Alexander, good luck tonight against the Crooked Oak Roughnecks. And, we'll get your team to get out there and earn a victory.
Okay, thank you, Sweet. Appreciate it.
All right, that was Coach Stephen Alexander just talking about the matchup tonight. I mean, they're looking at this as a really tough opponent. I mean, they respect what Crooked Oak has done as a basketball team this year. And, you've just been impressed with what they've been able to bring to the table. Crooked Oak 16-4. Coach Chase McCaskill is somebody that is well respected around the state of Oklahoma. He's got a great basketball IQ. He's creative in different ways that he defends teams and scores in different ways, and he does a great job of creating a good team. And when you work together, that is the weapon. And Crooked Oak has earned their way to number 2 in Class 3A. You can bet your bottom dollar they're going to be playing in the state tournament on the 3A side.
Most definitely.
In the big house. They're going to try and make a run at this thing. I know Millwood has had another tremendous year in 3A, and they just seem to be dominating that division. And I know they got to the state title last year, but, Millwood's right there in the thick of things, number 1 in 3A. Again, and Crooked Oak's trying to knock them off, but this is going to be a great matchup here tonight between Crooked Oak and Douglas. And we'll get our cameraman. He's taking a quick water break. But you'll see here once this game gets started, there's some ballers.
Yeah, they
for
got
Crooked
a lot
Oak.
of
They got
size.
some guys that can go.
Mm-hmm. Size, athleticism, got some good height, length. I think it's going to be a really fun game tonight for Douglas, but they're coached well. Coach Stephen Alexander, them, it's just another game. We're not going to make this any bigger than the previous game or the next game. It's just another game, another day in the office. They operate at the same level, very consistent.
Real quick, I want to put a spotlight on this Douglas boys coaching staff. We talked with Coach Stephen Alexander, but I want to talk about the assistant coaches. Todd Bates, Eric Harris Jr., Brian Davis, Davion Jones. These guys have spent, they're not getting rich coaching, being an assistant coach, but they do it for the love of the game and for the love of these young players. They want to see them be successful, and they want to put them in position to win a lot of games, obviously win a state championship, but they're developing them into young men, and I think that's the main motivation. And they've got other jobs elsewhere. They got families, they got kids, and they're spending a lot of time with this Douglas basketball team to, make them better as a team and as basketball players. So big shout out.
They're fully invested.
Eric Harris, Todd Bates, Brian Davis, Davion Jones. They do a great job with these young men, and they don't get enough credit because they are a part of the staff. They're assistant coaches. And, I think they're wonderful people, and they care so much about the team. Boy, you see Chris Harris walking this way. He's walking. You can see him standing there right there near the sideline. I mean, Chris
That's
Harris,
a big
I
individual.
think he's 6'10 now.
That's a very big individual. I feel like he is still growing. He's still a teenage kid.
And he's doing his high knees and warming up. But I talked to him today, and I just said, Chris, I'm proud of you, dude. You're starting to feel comfortable out there. You got to realize these kids, Chris Harris, 15, 16?
Yeah, he's
he's got a body of a grown NBA player.
right.
And everybody in the country is going to be recruiting this young man. Duke is going to be right around the corner. North Carolina, Kansas, UCLA. They're on the horizon for this young man. He's only a sophomore, but he's got the body of an NBA post player. So we're really excited about his future. And, he's a sophomore. Trevor Snell is a sophomore. So once these seniors that have had so much success graduate, you still got some really good talent coming up in the program.
Yeah, and definitely do not forget about Kingston Hall. He's only a junior,
Amen
but
to
he's
that.
really tall. He can shoot it from three. He can score at all three levels. He's one of those other guys that has been in the program. He is learning from those senior leaders and just next man up mentality, and when his time comes, he'll definitely be ready.
That's right. And his game is there.
Oh, yeah, he's got a nice game. I like it. It's
And
smooth.
he had a really good summer. I watched him in some basketball camps. But I want him to flip that switch and realize, hey, I got some game. Let me go out there and do what I do.
Right.
All right, so I want to see his confidence increase. He's another humble young human being, and he's got a great set of parents that are instilling great values in Kingston Hall. So I'm a big fan of him, not only just as a basketball player, but as a person, as a human being. So a lot of great things, a lot of things I like about this team. But, boy, secretly, dude, I'm excited about the return of Jaden Nickens.
Oh,
We're not going
man.
to see it tonight, but we're going to see it sooner than later, my friends.
In
So
due
buckle
time.
up.
It
Buckle up.
Gonna be a movie when Jaden returns to this lineup.
And look at Doolittle firing this crowd up. Shout out to Dwayne Doolittle. He's one of the best PA guys in the state of Oklahoma. He gets me fired up. We've done broadcasts with Dwayne.
We sure have. He's a blast to have on the air.
He's such a knowledgeable person. He's a former referee. So, yeah, Crooked Oak is going over their starting lineup. We'll announce that here momentarily. Somebody that's interesting to me is Malik Frost, number 5 of Crooked Oak. He's got a lot of agility, a lot of size, kind of a lengthy player. And so we'll see what he brings to the table.
And I
Also,
got
number
that.
13, Jamal Morris,
Yep.
somebody that just looks like a basketball player.
Yeah, we'll definitely see the whole starting lineup for Crooked Oak Roughnecks. Number 4, Trey Martinez. Number 11, Jordan Martinez. Number 13, Jamil Morris. Number 15, Elijah Garcia. And number 23, Emmanuel Gomez.
That's your starting lineup for the Crooked Oak Roughnecks. Now it's time for the home team, and it's Nkem Monty House Jr. And number 12, forward Tyler Williams and Devon Scott Jones, the sharpshooter. And here he comes, Snoop Ransom. Deshaun Snoop Ransom, excited to play tonight. And here we go. It's Jaden Williams, senior guard for this Douglas Trojan, playing his last home game of his high school career. I'm getting a little emotional. I'm getting a little verklempt here, Dylan.
The good thing is, though, most likely they're going to be hosting a regional, which they've done the past
That's
2
true.
seasons.
I forget about that. That's what we call home court advantage. You're exactly right.
They'll be
the
back.
girls too.
Oh, yeah, both teams.
That's a great point.
So it is senior night, but during the regular season, they will be hosting some games in the playoffs.
What's the focus early on for Douglas? What do we want to accomplish?
Lock in on defense and turn that defense, get those turnovers, and put the ball in transition. Use your speed, use your athleticism to your advantage, move the ball. They do a great job at ball movement, and whenever the ball is moving nonstop, there's going to be somebody open.
And eventually we're going to get some of these Douglas Trojets up to do a quick little interview, probably during the game, probably at halftime as well, and to talk about their victory that we just witnessed and their remarkable season that they're having. But first things first, Dylan, we got some basketball to get underway. I love what Monty House has done this season as a sophomore.
He's stepped up huge.
You forget that he's a sophomore. He doesn't play like it.
Got a lot of great experience as a true freshman last year. Even in the state tournament, he played crucial minutes in that state championship game.
And Tyler Williams came on the scene with the gangster lean.
He definitely has.
He gets that scrappy.
Oh, yeah. He's a fighter. He's a straight-up baller. He's got that same mentality that Coach Alexander has instilled in the rest of the squad.
Jaden Williams comes up with the ball. Douglas will start out on offense first. Devon Jones back to Jaden. Jaden's calling out the play. Hands it off to Devon Scott Jones. Back to Kim House Jr. Jaden Williams drives, step back. Gets it to Snoop. Snoop pulls up, falls. Ball gets
They're going to call a jump ball.
In the air. Wow, what a defensive play by Crooked Oak.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Great
There's
defense.
no fear in these young men.
Gritty
they
basketball
realize
team.
they're out for blood. They want to earn their stripes.
It's not going to be easy.
Victories. Here we go. Throwing it cross court. Then Martinez. Let's see. Yeah, that's Jordan Martinez, number 11, right there on the wing. Now he gets going to Trey Martinez. Trey on the left side, left hand. Now switches, goes right, top of the key. Douglas playing man-to-man defense, hands it right back to the point guard, and they're just moving it around the perimeter. Martinez, boy, trying to find a little bit of room and how they want to attack this Douglas team.
Douglas playing that man-to-man
Real
defense.
close to a carry. He called out a play, but he surprised that didn't get called. Man, Snoop almost got that steal. Trey Martinez on the left side. Here's Jamal Morris. Back to Trey. Trey's having to switch. He didn't want the ball with Snoop Ransom in front of his face.
They're moving the ball a lot, but there's just no openings at all.
Yeah.
Douglas is all over them.
And if they're waiting on them to get tired,
good luck.
How long you got? Because we'll be here all night.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. He made a move, put up the jump shot, but it's blocked by Tyler Williams.
You mentioned him being a tough player with that gangsta lean. He had a big-time block right there.
All right, so Trey Martinez is going to inbound the basketball for Crooked Oak underneath the basket. Again, Crooked Oak, number 2 ranked team in the state of Oklahoma in Class 3A. Taking on Douglas, the number 2 ranked team in Class 4A. Almost stolen by Devon Scott, but he stepped out of bounds, and that's going to be a forced turnover by that Douglas defense. You're going to get the ball back here.
Yep, that's Emmanuel Gomez steps out of bounds. So here come the Trojans, still 0-0 early on in this game.
Monty House bringing it up the floor, goes left to Devon, back to Monty, now to the right side with Jaden Williams. Finds him on the block. It's Snoop Ransom with the jump shot. Swish. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, power
they're
dribble.
They're going to press a little bit here
fade away in the
defensively.
lane.
Make Crooked Oak work for it. Jaden's going to pick him up right there at half court. Number 15, Elijah Garcia. And it's stolen by Snoop Ransom. He's going to take it to the hole. Loses control. Ball goes out of bounds. I don't know who gets the possession here.
Jamil Morris had the ball, but his foot was out of bounds, so it's going to go right back to Douglas. And I think Coach Steven Alexander calls a quick timeout.
All right, let's go to the chat line here. See if we can get some participation from the comments section here. Okay. All right, that's old. Okay. All right. If you're viewing the game on YouTube, you can comment on the screen, and we can always check in. We got, quite a few viewers here right now for this basketball game. It's highly anticipated. And the gym is packed, and a lot of fans here to watch some high-quality basketball. It's lovely.
The only thing I wish was different is I wish the Douglas band was in the house. I love the energy that they bring and it really
I think they would be
elevates
too
the
much
atmosphere.
energy. I think they would blow the roof off this place. Here's Snoop fighting the double team, putting up the shot. Crooked Oak comes up with it. It's cross half court through the legs. Garcia with the basketball. To Morris. Morris back to number 23, Gomez. Now Trey Martinez, number 4 at the top of the key. Tyler Williams all of it. Goes to the right side. Gomez with the basketball, hands it right back to Trey Martinez. He's trying to shake and bake. And he drives right past him. Stolen, or at least block. It is stolen. Snoop Ransom, they're going to call a foul on Crooked Oak. He bumped into Jaden Williams.
Yep, Jordan Martinez is going to be the one that fouls Jaden Williams to avoid the fast break. Really heads up foul by Martinez. He knows what Douglas does in transition on that fast break. So here comes Matty House.
Left side to Devon Scott. High post to Jaden Williams. Back to Monty. Monty thought about it. Back to Monty. Down low to Tyler Williams. He gets double teamed. Throws it cross court to Devon Scott Jones for 3.
The sniper from the wing. Number 11, Devon Scott Jones for 3.
How many times you seen that in your life?
A lot. A
Quite
whole
a few
lot.
times. And guess what?
Oh, man.
Guess what?
That's an amazing moment. And look who is giving him his plaque. That's his dad right there. Davion Jones, Devon Scott Jones. Big time moment for him.
They had a stoppage to honor him.
I think he joined the 1,000-point club.
His career mile marker in points. What a thing. That's a great accomplishment.
No surprise, honestly.
No surprise at all. So way to go, Devon Scott. Devon Scott Jones, 1,000
Great
career
kid.
points. It's hard to do.
It is. Definitely not easy.
They're going to play some press defense and make Crooked Oak work for it, but Crooked Oak's cutting through it. Puts up the floater, can't get it to fall. Jaden Williams comes up with the rebound, and he's off the races. Finds Devon Scott Jones on the left. He puts up the floater and gets the shooter's roll.
Don't let Devon Scott Jones get hot. That time he drives the middle of the lane and puts up the floater.
And Douglas is doing what they can to try and slow down this offense. Boy, they're distributing the ball. A little deep three, missed it. Monty House with the rebound. He's trying to slow it. He loses his dribble, needs help. Jaden Williams there to save the day. Got it to the left side. Snoop gets it on the block. Jaden Williams for 3, no good. And a fight for the rebound. It'll go out of bounds off the hand of Tyler Williams. It'll be Crooked Oak basketball.
Yep, 7-0 is your score. Douglas is up. 4:10 left in the first quarter. Douglas is going to continue to play that full court defense. Monty House on ball. Now Jay Will. Here comes Trey Martinez of Crooked Oak. Dribbles to his right. Tries to drive. Steps back out. Just looking for an open teammate. You got Monty House D'd up on him. Douglas still in that man-to-man defense. Trey Martinez at half court. Dribbles to his right. Gives it up. It's Emmanuel Gomez. Back over to Jordan Martinez.
Ooh, and found an open. Wow, what a play by Crooked Oak. That was a dime that he found the open teammate down there on the block, turn around, bucket, got it to go, and drew the foul.
Yep, that was Emmanuel Gomez. Gets it down low to his man, Jamil Morris, and he finishes. Opportunity for a three-point play if he can knock down this and one free throw.
See if he can do just that. No, he cannot. Monty House with the rebound. Now he's going to fight through this press, throws it to Devon Scott Jones, gets it to Jay Will. He puts up the shot, but gets fouled on the floor. They're going to say it was a non-shooting foul, but he was indeed fouled.
Yeah, he was indeed fouled. There's no surprise there, so they will throw it in from the baseline. Look out for Jay Will on the block. Weight room, he says. That's Jaden Williams. Strong finish. So it makes the score 9-2. Douglas is up, still playing full court defense. Here's Trey Martinez for the Roughnecks, dribbling the ball up the court. He's met at half court by Monty House. Looking for a teammate to the left.
Yeah, Monty is trying to D up on Trey Martinez. He's not giving him much room. In fact, he's trying to bait him, I think, a little bit. Forcing him left, now he's going right. Elijah Garcia drives, Euro step, kicks to his teammate. Great ball movement. Thought about pulling up in the corner. Garcia to Morris. Three-point shot by Crooked Oak, no good. And a fight for a rebound. Who's going to get it? It's a jump ball.
Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of the home team, the Trojans. Phenomenal closeout defense by Douglas. It looked like one of those shooters was going to be open in the corner. They get out there in a hurry. Great D by Devon Scott Jones. Now it's number 12, Tyler Williams. Passes back to Jaden Williams on the right. Jaden Williams finds Devon Scott in the paint. The smash.
Fighting for the rebound. Crooked Oak comes up with it. Trey Martinez. What a deep three-point shot. No good. Devon Scott Jones with the rebound. Scores 9-2. Tyler Williams throws it, stolen by Crooked Oak. Left side. Trey Martinez drives baseline, but Devon Scott is clapping his hands saying, bring it, young man. I'm here, and I'm not going away. Ooh, great move on the right side, but Monty House is there. Stolen by Devon Scott, but then he loses control, and it's a free-for-all on the court. Another jump ball. This time it's pointed towards Crooked Oak.
Love to see that effort by both teams right there. Multiple players on the hardwood trying to get that loose ball.
We'll get the video back. We have to do some quick maintenance, so be patient with us. Minute 47 here in the first quarter. Scores 9-2. Quick substitutions here for Crooked Oak. Again, we'll get that video back up and running. Our local producer, Langston, is doing some quick maintenance. We'll be right back in a jiffy. Be patient. Crooked Oak puts up a shot, offensive rebound. They get it back and put up another shot, missed it. Another offensive rebound. This time they do get it. So the score is 9-4.
That's Breon Ballard.
Douglas is trying to fight through this press, and they can do it really well. Jaden Williams loses control, but regains it now. He gets trapped at half court, loose ball. Devon Scott Jones gets the ball. Now he got trapped.
Man, Crooked Oak is playing real physical and aggressive on defense, trying to get the steal on multiple occasions. They're going to get called for the foul that time. Devon Scott Jones is the player that's fouled.
Coach Chase McKiskill is getting riled up. He is coaching his players hard.
Gotta love that. I mean, they definitely are fueled off the fire of their head coach. And when he's acting like that, they're like, we got to put it all on the court for this man.
And we're back.
Cameras back
I mean,
up.
he's got a high standard, right? And that's required. So, I don't know. Did we miss some sort of technical foul here? Did they give it to?
I think the head coach might have got teched.
Well, he came out onto the court pretty far, but he wasn't yelling at the other team. He was just coaching up his guys. I don't think he realized where he was at on the court, and the referee was like, oh, no,
Yeah, got to tee
technical foul.
up.
So they're talking right now. You can see kind of at the middle of your screen. And Jaden Williams is just.
He makes both free throws.
You know, he has more trouble eating breakfast than he does at the free throw line.
Well, as a sophomore, we announced him and Devon Scott Jones as the Eastside Splash Brothers for a reason. Both of them shoot lights out.
There's number 2, Trevor Snell, in the game. We did that pregame interview. He's showing his footwork, his dribbling ability. Williams on the right side drives, puts up the shot, gets the bucket.
Another
13-4 for the Douglas Trojans on top of Crooked Oak Roughnecks right now. Trey Martinez slowing things out right there at the logo, but Trevor Snell's picked him up defensively. Spins, drives the paint, puts up the shot, gets the bucket, unless they call the bucket no good and called the foul on the floor. What happened here?
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to call the foul before the shot. Yes, indeed they are. So the bucket is no good. Looked like Snell just lost his feet a little bit, and that's what caused him to foul Crooked Oak. 13-4 is your score. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Crooked Oak to inbound it from their own baseline.
Yeah, Martinez finds his teammate Jameel Morris, puts up the shot from Martinez, no good. Offensive board by Crooked Oak. They're going to restart. Number 11, Jordan Martinez, through the legs, trying to get through Deshaun Snoop Ranson. What a dish to his teammate. Game recognized gain. That was 14, Breon Ballard. Wow, what a bucket for Crooked Oak. And there's Monty House saying, give me some.
Yeah, he wants a piece of the pie. Monty House, special player as a sophomore, silences Crooked Oak in a hurry.
Kingston Hall is in the game, playing solid defense there as well. 2 seconds left. They're going to have to get a shot off. They did not do it. Shot would be no good had it fallen. It didn't fall, but that's okay. The score after the first quarter is 15-6. What's your reaction after what we've just witnessed, Dylan?
Well, I expected it to be a fast-paced game, and it has been just that. Both teams are pushing the ball up the court in a hurry. Both are playing very physical. There's been fouls on both sides, but Douglas has just done a better job at executing their half-court offense and getting buckets in transition, and that's why they're up by 9. 15-6 is your score. Going into the second quarter, it's been a fun one early on. Devon Scott playing lights out. He hits that 1,000-point mark for his career as a Douglas Trojan. Love that for that kid. He's always been good to us. He always comes and says what's up to Swick and I before the games. Got great parents. Grandparents always watch the stream. Shout out him for getting there.
Yeah, that's right.
Scoring 1,000 points.
That's right. Well deserved, well earned. Right? Nothing's given to you here. You got to go out and take what you want, and that's what he's done. And this whole team went out there and taking a state championship the past 2 years in a row, and they're greedy, Dylan.
Yep.
They're greedy. They're like, we've
win.
got another finger that we can fit one of these rings on, and boy, they're sparkly and they're big.
They look real nice. They feel real nice.
And the girls like it.
The ladies love the rings.
Yes, they do.
They love state champs. They love winners.
And just ask the Douglas Trojet basketball team. They want a ring.
They're hungry as well.
On the championship side of things.
They got one in track, so now they feel like it's time to get one in basketball.
That's exactly right. All right. Snell's going to inbound the basketball to Monty House. He's going to call out the play. Go to the right side, right there on the wing. Waiting for Jaden to make the run, but he's having to fight through traffic, and he couldn't get to him. But the referee said, hey, that lane was a little bit clogged, and Trey Martinez was being a little aggressive there. And I like the aggression.
Yeah, Jaden Williams just had great position on him, so Martinez felt like he had to foul in order not to give up that bucket in the paint.
Ooh, inbound, three-point shot, Jaden Williams, no good. Rebounded Trey Martinez of Crooked Oak. Now he's up the court really quickly. Jordan Martinez with the basketball, spins, goes right, finds his teammate right there on the baseline. Great ball distribution by Crooked Oak. Goodness gracious, Breon Ballard with another bucket.
Yep, second
Here's
time.
Snell, half court, pass to Monty House, left side, three-point shot by him off the rim, rebounded Crooked Oak, and they throw it off the stomach of Tyler Williams.
That's what you call defensive pressure. Tyler Williams literally jumping out of bounds with that Crooked Oak player, but it gets thrown off of him, so 15-8 your score.
You speak his name, Dylan, and he shows up. Dre Stubbs has officially entered the stream. He said, wait till Nick comes back. It's curtains for the rest of the competition in the state. It's curtains.
Good to hear from you, Dre Stubbs.
I say. Here's Crooked Oak. Basketball trying to get through screen. There's Kingston Hall all over him. Still going to restart their half court, but Kingston Hall is just a nuisance. They put up the shot, no good. Tyler Williams goes up and snags the rebound. Here's Monty House, puts the shot up, draws the foul, comes crashing down to the ground. I think he's going to be all right.
He's going to be just fine. Good job by him getting downhill and absorbing that contact to draw the foul.
So he's going to shoot free throws. The rest of the team is going to meet with Steven Alexander, who's just outside the screen here. And
Monty
House, there we go. Okay, no, they're meeting there.
First
sideline.
free throw's good for Monty House, rocking the KD4 Ant Pearls on his feet.
Steven Alexander is going to end up talking like Doc Rivers if he keeps being so vocal to his players.
He's going to lose his voice eventually.
It's not Devon's fault. It's not Landry's fault.
It's not their
And Cam House Jr. doing a great job. Snoop Ransom, get the rebound. Fight for it. You know, that's what he's going to end up sounding like.
Yeah, he's a passionate coach, and the players feed off of that passion. There's a reason they've won back-to-back championships. It all revolves around the coaching of Steven Alexander.
All right, Tyler Williams going to take a breather, and Devon Scott-Jones back in the game. On the floor is Jaden Williams, Monty House, Kingston Hall, Trevor Stell for the Douglas Trojans. Crooked Oak still with their core players out there. These guys, a lot of these guys that they rely on heavily, they're really good players. They play a lot of minutes. Wow. What ball handling skills. And Jaden Williams said, yeah, that was cool. I'm going to get this steal here. And he's going to drive baseline now. Needs help. Kingston Hall for three. Missed it, and Cricket Hogue gets the rebound. And now they're going to attack and try to score in transition, come crashing down. Is that a charge?
I thought it was a great charge took by Jaden Williams, but the referee doesn't agree.
Well, Coach Alexander doesn't agree. He's like, come on, that's the definition. I think his feet were set.
Yeah, it looked to me like his feet were set. Great job of getting there. Didn't shuffle at all, but the referees are going to say a blocking foul, so it's going to be Crooked Oak, number 13, Jamil Morris, at the stripe for 2 shots. 16-8 your score in the second.
Real quick, I want to give a big shout out to our producer, Langston, who's just an amazing human being. He takes care. We couldn't be doing what we're doing without Langston here. And I'm not talking about the university. We're thankful for them too. But this young man, his first name, his mama named him Langston. And we call him LU just as a joke.
He's the pride of the Lion, baby.
Yeah, we appreciate everything he does. And then Taz is an amazing cameraman as well. So we appreciate everything he does. All right. Devon Scott-Jones looking pretty comfortable at the free throw line.
Got a 6-point game now after Crooked Oak knocks those free throws down.
Here we go. Monty House to Jaden Will. Finds Kingston Hall. Brings it up the court. Goes left to Jaden Will. Back to Monty House. Now they're kind of listening to Coach Alexander. Jaden Will at the high post. He's going to get closer to the basket, weaving in and out. It just makes the jump shot look easy when it's not.
Just nasty work up and under by Jaden Williams. Finishes in the middle of the paint.
Trey Martinez finds his teammate wide open for three. No good. Rebounded Jaden Williams. Bringing it up the floor on senior night. Fakes right, goes left to Devon Scott-Jones. Back to Jay Will. Jay Will finds Devon Scott-Jones right there on the block. Turn around. Tried to throw it to Snoop Ransom. Gets it done, but can't get the shot made. He's going to get stolen by Crooked Oak here on the right side. Through the legs, almost picked by Jay Will, but boy, this young man, what a play by Crooked Oak. Wow.
Man, tough bucket
Who
over
is
the taller
15?
defender.
Who is that
Number
guy?
15, Elijah Garcia, the senior for the
Yuck.
Roughnecks.
What a play. And Stevens Alexander's like, come on, just stop that.
That was a difficult bucket, man.
Coach, I think they did the best they could on there. The young man made a play.
Yeah, great defense, better offense.
Wow.
And he finishes the three-point play with the free throw.
Wow. Okay, we got a timeout called to Crooked Oak. 4:36 left in the second quarter. The score's 18-13. There's a 5-point difference. All right. So this is about like we expected. right? I mean, we knew it would be competitive. I think Douglas has really forced Crooked Oak into really having to work for it.
They're making them take tough shots.
But they're here. They're like, okay, yeah, let me time stamp. I'm ready to work. And that's, you see plays like that, that just continue to keep them in the game. So anything's impossible. The victory is grabs.
Injuries don't wait for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Let's go to the comments here, big guy. See if Dre Stoops is talking. Amanda Williams, that's Jaden Williams' mother, loyal supporter of the stream. Says, let's go, baby. Mama just got home. Jay Will.
She's
Pretty
been
proud
on
of
this
that guy.
journey with her son for the past 3 seasons.
Well, how about his whole life, pretty much? So
yeah.
It's what mamas do. They take care of the kids, and she does a great job. All right. Inbounds it to Jaden Williams on the left side. Now he's moving to the middle. He's gotten so much more confident in his ability. Nothing shakes him. Von Scott Jones fakes the shot, goes back to Jay Will. Goes right to Monty House, back to Dave. Well, what
Good
a little alley-oop put back to Snoop Ransom. I love it. Great ball distribution by the Douglas Trojans. Go up 7, 20-13. Crooked Oak on the right side. Fakes right, goes left. Moves to the left side to Garcia. He finds no look dish. Did you see that?
Yeah, I mean, they're throwing some dimes.
It's time to put some respect on Elijah Garcia's name here for Crooked Oak.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great
he's
job
a good
at
player.
Penetrating the lane by Elijah.
They're going to inbound it and then outbound it.
Yep. A little too high on that inbound pass, trying to find Jamil Morris, but threw it over his head. So Douglas gets the ball back.
Tyler Williams going to throw it to Jaden Williams. Now to Monty House. Left side of Tyler Williams. Tyler to Monty. Get across half court there. Okay, finally does. Tyler Williams. Back to Monty House right there at the logo. Trying to decide what play to run, and now they're going to run it. Snoop Ransom high post to Monty House for 3 off the rim. Fighting for a rebound. They're going to call a jump ball. And that's all right because it looked like Crooked Oak was going to get the offensive board, but then Devon Scott Jones came in there and said, give me that.
Yeah, he made him earn it.
Give me that.
Possession arrow in favor of the Roughnecks. So they got another chance to cut this 7-point lead. 3:34 left in the second.
Trey Martinez through the legs. Ooh, a little contact with it. Gets trapped at half court, still got rid of it. To Ballard, to his teammate, right under the basket. Rebounded, Jaden Williams weaving in and out. Crooked Oak wanted to travel. Devon Scott Jones in the corner, drives baseline, tried to find, and Kim House Jr. goes out of bounds. It'll be Crooked Oak basketball. But there's
Devon Scott slipped when he tried to plant his feet on the baseline.
The fan
he
base
loses
is
his
pissed.
feet.
Oh, and they want a T called on Steven. Coach Alexander's giving this official the business.
Gotta love high school basketball environment.
Hey, man, it's competitive. It's a competitive environment.
It makes the game more fun. Here come the Roughnecks. That's Martinez.
He's on the right side, almost picked for Jaden, but gets through it and earns the bucket.
Wow.
Yikes. It's all of a sudden 20-15, only a 5-point difference. Crooked Oak is earning this right now.
They're getting more confident in
Devon
this second
Scott Jones,
quarter.
is he going to attack? Yes, he is, and he's going to get the shooter's roll.
Devon Scott splits the defense right down the lane. So finesse with that finish.
Tootsie roll. Trapped him. Steele comes up with it, stepped out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say it was off Douglas?
I guess so. Referee signaling it's still Roughnecks basketball right in front of the Trojan bench.
22-17. You know, the difference in this game has been 3 points, 5 points, 7 points.
multi-game
entire
runs.
game.
Yeah, both teams are back and forth, scoring, answering. Trey Martinez with the basketball.
I like the quickness in the fight of this Crooked Oak. I respect what they're doing. Trey, a handoff to his teammate Jordan Martinez. Jordan to the right side. Back to Trey. If they're waiting on Douglas to get tired, you're going to be here all night.
Yeah, Douglas is really well conditioned.
You think they run a lot in games. Check out their practices.
Yep,
and that's an offensive foul, so it will be Douglas basketball, and that's what Coach Stephen Alexander was trying to get them to recognize. Like, hey, that's not allowed.
Nope, illegal screen on Jamil Morris for Crooked Oak. So here comes Monty House for the Trojans.
Come on, Taz. Come on, Taz. Timeout called by Stephen Alexander, so each team will meet up with their respective coaches and talk game plan. Our title sponsors for this broadcast, SSM Health at St. Anthony, Oklahoma City Community College, and Super Prep. Langston, do we need to get Taz some help here? Is there something going on with the camera? Because I'm getting motion sickness watching this stuff. And I'm sure our viewers are too, and we want to make their viewing experience as comfortable as humanly possible. All right. Okay, so minute 37 here before halftime. Any thoughts, Dylan? What do you think about this game so far?
I'm just enjoying the way that both teams are battling in this first half of basketball. At one point, it felt like Douglas might go on a little run, and then on the other end, the Roughnecks answered the call. They're not backing down to the challenge, the competition. They want it. That's why they're ranked number 2 in Class 3A. This is something that they look forward to coming into Douglas tonight.
Now, we're going to be doing the Douglas Star Spencer Dungy Classic tomorrow, so make sure you tune in to the live stream. Snoop Ransom with the offensive board. Putback is no good. Crooked Oak comes up with it. And they're going to try and cut the deficit. Jamil Morris dishing to his teammate. Jamil Morris, number 13 at the high post. Man, he gave kind of an elbow to Tyler Williams. Trey Martinez with the basketball, top of the key, goes right. Garcia for 3, in and out. And Kim House Jr. with the rebound. Devon Scott.
It's going to be a foul
on Elijah Garcia.
Elijah Garcia, body check Devon Scott Jones. So it's on the floor. Didn't even get it across half court, so they'll throw it in from the backcourt.
All right, coming up at halftime, we're going to be talking with senior Brianna Jones, who, obviously had a great game here tonight. She's had a great career at Douglas. And we're going to talk to her about the season at halftime and what her future holds. All right, Monty House to Devon Scott Jones. 7-point difference, 36 seconds. Douglas is trying to hold this, hold the basketball to get the last shot. They don't want to give Crooked Oak an opportunity to score. So we'll see what happens here in a minute.
Monty House, Devon Scott Jones. Plenty of options to take this last shot if you're Douglas. The question is, which player? Pick
10
your
seconds
poison.
left. 10 seconds left. 9, 8. Here we go. 5 seconds left. Who's going to take it? Devon Scott Jones drives, loses control, no foul. And that's going to be the end, and a little bit of a collision there with Elijah Garcia. It's starting to get a little chippy here, bud.
It's getting very, very chippy.
Yeah.
Both fan bases are really into this game, very invested, very passionate. But that is what makes the environment so special here at Douglas High School.
All right, it's halftime, 22-15. Thoughts on the first half, Dylan?
Very fun first half of basketball. Crooked Oak, they're not backing down to playing the back-to-back champions, the home team of Douglas. They have come in here and embraced the challenge. They're very well coached. That's Chance McCaskill, head coach of the Roughnecks out of Crooked Oak. He's done a phenomenal job with this team. They're ranked number 2 in 3A for a reason. right behind the Millwood Falcons. It's halftime. Score is 22-15. And Swick, we have a special guest to my right. We need to get her on the headset.
Yeah, we're gonna get her on. We're trying to get her, a picture so the world can know what this young lady looks like. We've got her, our official Douglas Trojan team photo we want to put up there, and we want to get that going. So we got our producer putting that up there. So we'll get to her in a minute. But 22-15. I'm gonna give a lot of respect to Crooked Oak. I like their grit.
I do
gritty
too.
Team, dude.
I definitely do as well. They got players that just don't back down. Trey Martinez, he's having a good first half of basketball. Breon Ballard, Jamil Morris, they all came to play tonight at Douglas. I mean, they could have easily just folded playing the back-to-back champions in Class 4A, but they're stepping up to the challenge. Senior night for the Douglas Trojans. The girls were already honored at halftime of their game. They got a big-time win.
That they did. Absolutely. All right. Let's go ahead and, give her the headphones, and we'll get this young lady on the air and give her the credit she deserves. And I just enjoy watching this young athlete play basketball. But it's not just basketball with her. It's track. It's probably chess. Anything competitive, she's about it. That's what it ultimately, makes her love is competition. And ladies and gentlemen, senior Brianna Jones on the live stream. Brianna, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
And let me say this about Brianna Jones. I was talking with the team before the game, and I was like, okay, I only have time for two of you. And it was Naya Burge, who's Jordan Anderson's Brianna Jones. And I said, I can only do, interview two of you pregame, but one postgame. And Brianna was like, put the spotlight on these teammates of mine. We'll talk later. So here we are talking later, Brianna. What a season it's been for you as a senior. What's tonight been like, senior night?
It was a very emotional but fun night. I feel like it really showed all the work that I done put in the following years, and that this is really the end game of it all.
And, you talk about the work that you put in. That's the work that nobody sees. They just see you balling out there on the court and making steals and forcing turnovers and then shooting threes and blocking shots. But that isn't just something that just happens. It's something you've had to develop, and it's taken a lot of time and a lot of energy. And the proof is in the pudding. I mean, talk about just how you've developed into what you are today as a state champion track athlete and as a, one of the best guards in the state of Oklahoma. That's been a lot of work, and you got to be proud of that.
Yeah, I'm very proud, but I couldn't have done it without my teammates and my coaches throughout the way in the last 3 years that I've been in high school.
Yeah, you've got a lot of options once your senior year is over with. And I know you've gotten opportunities to run track, do that collegiately, play basketball collegiately. I know Langston University has been recruiting you. Have you made a decision on what you're going to do and what sport you're going to participate in at the next level?
No, that's what I'm trying to figure out now. Hopefully I can do both at the next level.
So you'd like to be a dual sport athlete?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. That's a lot of work, though, Brianna, and I think, you've embraced work like that's just a part of your life. So it may not affect you the way it affects me because I'm 41 and I'm, I have trouble getting out of bed this morning. But, that's admirable, and your love for competition speaks for itself. So, and when we say track, what are we talking about? What events here?
The 400, the 200,
oh.
the 200, the 4x4.
I'm tired, and all I'm doing is thinking about it. What's your time? You got times out there?
Well, my fastest time in the 400 is a 56.
That's incredible. That's incredible. All right, well, I think that's cool. Have you narrowed down your choices? Have you thought about where and when and what, and why, and all of those questions that we all wonder?
No, I'm just letting it ride out, focusing on basketball right now.
I like it. I like
but when
it.
the option, when the choice comes, I'll know.
Now, I look at the schedule of your basketball team. You're a team in Class 4A. I don't know how you're not ranked number 1, but you're currently ranked number 2. We'll decide that in the state tournament. But you beat a lot of 6A schools like Deer Creek, Bishop McGuinness, Booker T. Washington, Tulsa Memorial. It's been a tougher schedule for you guys this year.
Has.
Is that by design?
I feel like it is. I feel like it just shows that we know that we're on the top, and they keep doubting us. So us having a harder schedule just shows others and other teams that we are the best, and we want to play the best.
What's the mindset going forward? You got a game tomorrow, and then you've got the postseason looming. Is that always in the back of your mind? Is day in, day out?
Yeah. Just knowing that it's coming to an end and it's going to be a great end. So we just got to keep putting in that work that nobody sees and just keep putting in the work.
Well, last year I really felt like you guys came on the scene. You surprised a lot of people. This year, everyone knows about the Douglas Trojets.
Yeah.
You're up there on the rankings. There's now a mark. There's a target on you more so. You're going to get a better effort from your opponents. How do you deal with that? Is that something that bothers you? It may not.
No, I don't feel like it bothers us. If we come in and do what we're supposed to do at all times, then nobody's going to be able to beat us who steps in front of us.
Talk about your teammates. There's several players that I like, and we know about Jordan Anderson. We know about Naya Burge, but boy, Justice Woods has really had a good freshman year, my goodness, and then Markia Pratt has been a great addition to this team. Is there anybody else I'm missing that you feel like deserves some recognition?
I would say Jaslyn Brown. She transferred in, and she's been putting in work nonstop from day one.
Especially today. Like, she had a good game today.
Yes.
Yeah. How's the three-point shot? We saw you hit a couple today. Felt good?
Yeah, feels good.
All right.
Getting back in the rhythm.
Well, very good. Well, what do you think about when you think of your career here at Douglas? As we're here at Senior Day, and we're reminiscing on the years that were and what's in front of you. But I mean, looking back on your career, what do you think about?
I think I've had a phenomenal career. I haven't doubted anything that I've done, or haven't doubted stepping off the floor at all. I feel like every time I stepped on the floor, I tried to give 100% and gave 100%.
Nobody's missing any of the boys' game. It's halftime of the boys' game. Trojans are up 22-15, and we're interviewing, the important players, the hard workers of this Douglas Trojet basketball team, and one of those leaders is Brianna Jones. What do you think about this boys' team this year?
I feel like they're trying to get over the bump, they're trying to get over the hill, but they're also a hard-working team, and they're going to put in the work day in and day out. So as long as they keep putting in that work and do what they're supposed to do, hopefully they can three-peat.
I like that. I like the term three-peat. That's interesting, and I think that's a great title to have, but you got to go out there and earn it.
Yes.
And so, they have the players capable to do that. So, Brianna Jones, thank you so much. This is not going to be the last time we talk to you. We've got a lot of broadcasts left and a lot of work to be done in the postseason. So I want to wish you the best of luck. How you feeling health-wise? You good?
I feel good.
Yeah, you're healthy. You're just running on all cylinders right now, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Brianna Jones, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations on your senior night. But I have a feeling we're going to see some postseason home games coming up here too, so I'm excited about that. All right, Brianna Jones, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. And, very excited. I'm a big fan of just her overall will to win. I think that's what you can attribute to Brianna Jones the most. All right. We're going to get this second half underway here momentarily. We'll go back to the game here, Langston. I want to look at we're going to play some advertisement here. We'll be back here in a second.
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry. Only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
All right, we are back. About to get this second half underway. Dylan Tribble is back.
Yes, sir. Back at it with my main man, Jay Swick. This is what we do, my friend.
It really is, and it's what we enjoy doing, and it's what we want to do, and we're glad to be doing it. How about that?
Yeah, I mean,
are you kind of surprised how low scoring?
Oh, for sure.
You know, and that's what I love about this. I love, and to be good teams, to be ranked as high as both these teams are in the state of Oklahoma, it's defense. A lot of teams out there can score different ways and put points up, but not everybody can stop anybody.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
You can tell that this is a hard-fought game. It is a physical game, and both these teams have different ways of doing things, and they're both used to controlling the tempo and being the controller.
Yeah.
And there's a clash right now, and that's what we want to see. That's why we love high school basketball, and we get matchups like this. So really good stuff. We'll see if Crooked Oak can cut the deficit here in the third quarter. It to Martinez. Jordan Martinez, number 11, with the basketball on the far left side. Douglas seems to be running kind of a mixture of a zone man-to-man kind of thing. I wouldn't know what you call this defense. I hand it off to Elijah Garcia, who I think is an absolute baller. Goes left to Ballard, back to Garcia. Crooked Oak coach is calling out a specific play. Devon Scott Devon's sneaky, number 11 for Douglas. He baits players into making a bad pass. And there's a blocking foul on Snoop Ransom. He does not like it.
The thing about Devon Scott and Jaden Williams, not only are they great scorers, but they take defense very seriously. They are high-level defenders, and that's why Coach Alexander relies on both of them so much. And look who's coming in the game, the big fella, Chris Harris, the
Here
sophomore.
We go. Big Chris. I'm excited about what he brings to the table. Gets it to Devon Scott. Oh, my God. Got his shot blocked by Martinez. Jordan Martinez. What a defensive player, or what a defensive play he made. You don't see that very often.
No, I mean, they are stepping up to the challenge. I'll tell you what.
Monty House trying to create some room, finds Tyler Williams. Gives it back to Devon Scott Jones. He's going to J. Will on the right side. You can see Coach Alexander coaching him up. Williams at the high post, gives it to Monty. Monty down low to Big Chris. Puts up the shot, no good, but Tyler Williams comes out of nowhere with the rebound, dishes to J. Will, and gets the bucket to go. Yes, please.
Yes, please, indeed. That's J. Will right into that defender, goes into the chest and finishes around him.
Oh, what a shot. Wow.
From deep, that's Jordan Martinez, number 11.
Oh, stolen by Crooked Oak. Baseline, throws it up, but can't get it to go out of bounds. Jaden Williams comes up with it. Fires to Devon Scott Jones on the right side. He's on. Then he finds Chris. Big Chris misses the shot. Rebounded Crooked Oak.
Big Chris had a good
Chris
look.
Chris is getting his opportunities. You got to get the ball in the hoop. It's gonna happen, I promise you. Here's a jump shot, and now it's a 4-point deficit.
Jamil Morris with the floater right over Big Chris Harris.
Crooked Oak has made some stops, and they've been able to capitalize. Douglas needs to find a way to score here.
Yep, they got to lock in. And
finds Devon Scott
inside,
loses control, and it's a kickball or a foul, or what happened here? It is a foul.
Yep, it's going to be a foul on the Roughnecks.
Trey Martinez.
So it stays with Douglas. We got a substitute coming in the game.
Oh,
Big Chris is going to go out.
Yeah, Chris is going to take a breather, but Nathan Ashmore is coming in. Video is circulating about this young man.
What's
he had
the video?
He had a dunk the other day in practice. His teammates went crazy.
Uh-oh.
There's Devon Scott. Nathan Ashmore
Gets the
with
rebound.
A rebound. Did they foul him?
Yeah, they fouled him. It was over the back on Martinez.
Yeah,
Tough
Nathan
rebound.
Ashmore had a dunk in practice the other day. It was pretty nice. And he's a gritty player himself. He's like, Coach, I'm not worried about scoring. I want to score when it's open and the opportunity presents itself. But I'm going to rebound. I'm going to defend. I'm going to make it tough on my opponents to get buckets. And you saw it right there at that play. He had to box out and get that rebound so Douglas could keep possession. And they find Tyler Williams. He dishes to Ashmore, puts up the shot. It's blocked. Crooked Oak comes up with it. And they're fighting for the basketball. I think they threw it out of bounds. It's going to be Douglas.
Yep, that was Jamil Morris. He panicked. He got trapped by 3 Douglas Trojans and just throws it out of bounds. So Douglas gets it right back underneath their goal. Monty House going to throw it in from the baseline.
Yeah, from far corner baseline. What shoes is Monty wearing tonight? The pink?
KD4 Ant Pearls.
Okay.
Yeah, the KD4s are back, and he is about to drop an OKC MVP, KD4, paying homage to the year that he won MVP here in the 405. Might have to get those, Swick. Pretty clean.
I stick to Jordans. All right, Monty House inbounds it to Von Scott, gets it right back to Scott, and he's got the wide open shot, but misses it. And Crooked Oak comes up with it. Left side, loses control. They're fighting for the basketball and comes up with it. It's Crooked Oak again. They're going to trap, and they're going to call a foul on Jaden Williams, and Coach Alexander is losing his mind right now.
It's getting real serious down there. The referee is not trying to hear it. It's going to be a foul on Jay. Well, maybe a tripping foul because the Roughnecks player tried to step through the trap and got tripped.
You look at the Crooked Oak fan base right behind the bench. They're invested.
They're fired
in this
up.
game, and they're calling for a tee. Hey, man, I love passion for the game. All right, great ball distribution by Crooked Oak. Now they get it back to Jordan Martinez, who has the ball. Now he goes right to Kalen Fields, number 20, back to Elijah Garcia. And Monty's not giving up an inch here. He's saying, you're going to have to take this. There's a three-point shot, no good. Fighting for the rebound. I think he stepped out of bounds. Dylan.
We'll see what the referee calls. I'm not sure what he is signaling.
Jordan Martinez, right foot was stepped out of bounds. I sat there and watched it.
Yep, it's going to Douglas. That's the right call. The eye in the sky don't lie.
That's the right call. Yep, thank you.
So.
And I know the Crooked Oak fan base, their coach is really upset. They're letting them know. But, hey, that was the right call by the official.
4-point game, man. 4 minutes, 3 seconds left in the third. This has been a battle.
The NFL has a replay system, that they do in New York. They should come up here to the Swick and Dillon system. We'll give you.
We got you.
We can override all the calls. We need that power.
Yep.
I think that would be fantastic, but it'll never happen.
We got a foul on Elijah Garcia on
Shea
the floor.
Will with the ball, calling out the play. Fields is on him. Goes left off a screen from Motti. Throws in. He was staring at Devon Scott. It almost got stolen. Dished it to Tyler Williams. Did they step out of bounds or it's some offensive foul?
Tyler Williams caught the pass already out of bounds.
Okay.
He just didn't know where he was at. Lost real estate.
All right.
So very
4-point difference here tonight. This is great. Let's see
this is
what
fun
happens.
basketball on a Friday night in Oklahoma City.
Garcia drives, puts up the floater. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh.
Yikes.
That was so tough through 3 Trojans defenders.
2-point game. Monty House on the right side. Coach Steven Alexander screaming out directions to his players. Devon Scott on the right side. Finds Jay Will. He fakes, goes back to Devon. Goes left. Trying to get it to his teammate, losing control. They're going to call a loose ball foul on Crooked Oak.
Yeah, Devon Scott was getting hacked multiple times
Jordan
when he
Martinez
drove the lane.
Crooked Oak. Let me go to the comments section here.
Not in the bonus quite yet. Non-shooting foul. Monty House will throw it in from the baseline underneath the Douglas goal. Looking for Jay Will. Now he gets Tyler Williams on the elbow.
Here we go. Devon Scott drives, tries to find Nathan Ashmore. It was tipped and stolen. Here's Elijah Garcia, the Crooked Oak. Contact, foul on Douglas. Not sure which Douglas player made the contact, who's going to be attributed the foul, but Trevor Snell's coming in, so I'm guessing
it's probably
Devon
on
Scott
Devon
Jones.
Scott, yeah.
All right.
Snell comes in. It's been a Crooked Oak run for a while, making it a 2-point game.
They've got momentum right now here at Douglas High School Gymnasium. Here's Martinez, goes left. Monty House creeping up. Martinez goes left. Penetrates. Now he steps back, gives back to Elijah Garcia, number 15 for Crooked Oak. Calling out the play. Calling out a specific play. Calls for a screen, goes right. Just putting Nathan on skates, but Nathan ain't backing down. I love what Nathan Ashmore, he's just working. He's working, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan Ashmore, the sophomore.
The crowd reaction
Give me
to
some.
this one-on-one
You're not gonna
matchup
shake
ISO.
me. Three-point shot, no good. Goes out of bounds. It hit the top of the backboard. It will be Douglas basketball.
What an electric atmosphere tonight at Douglas High School. Both fan bases are fired up.
If you could experience the energy in this gym tonight, this is what it's all about. This is why people love the sport. It's a great game. Jaden Williams to Motti. Top of the key, goes left to Trevor Snell. Trevor going to run his version of the half-court offense. Goes back to Tyler Williams. To J. Will.
Who's going to answer the call for Douglas?
Motti, free throw line, spins, puts up the floater, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, offensive board, gets tied up, puts it up, no good, but he got fouled. In Kim Motti House Jr. will go to the free throw line. Steven Alexander satisfied with that play.
Yep, that's a good way to settle down, try to end the run by the Roughnecks.
I mean, Crooked Oak's defense has been stifling here for the Douglas
suffocating.
Trojans.
They are all over Douglas.
I don't know the last time Douglas has scored a point here.
It's been a long time. It's been a drought for Douglas. We'll see if Motti can end that drought. He cannot. Misses the first.
All right, some quick substitutions. Snell's going to take a timeout. Jaden Williams is in the game.
Got a new player in the game for the Trojans. Can't see him from that side angle. Can't get his number.
I think that's Isaac Dorsey.
Yep, you're right. Sophomore.
Dorsey making his first appearance here in the game. Motti House is going to miss them both.
Oh, man.
That's not like him.
That's
the
tough.
Struggle from the free throw line. 1:35, so they came away with nothing. 2-point ball game. Crooked Oak down 2 with the basketball. Martinez spins. Kicks it to his teammate, Fields. Goes left. Elijah Garcia is being guarded by Dorsey really well here. And Dorsey's got fresh legs. Screen, they go left side.
That's Morris with the basketball.
Morris trying to work, puts up the shot.
Fouled.
He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. And I'm trying to see. I think Nathan Ashmore got called for his first foul of the game.
I'll tell you what, I've never seen a visiting team come into Douglas and be this loud. The Crooked Oak faithful is fired up tonight.
And they're not here to just have some fun. I mean, they're here to compete.
Yeah, they're doing just that. Still 2-point game. Douglas up 24-22. Minute 9 left in the third. We got some substitutions.
Ashmore's going to take a breather. Motti House is going to take a breather. Back in the game is Deshaun Snoop Ransom and Devon Scott Jones. Free throw. Gets thorough.
1-point game now.
Minute 9.
Really needs to find an answer.
Douglas with the ball up 1, 24-23. Jaden Williams, the left side to Tyler Williams. Tyler gets across half court to Devon Scott Jones, right at midcourt, hands it off to Jaden. Now he looks to Coach Alexander, calls out the play. Goes right to Devon, back to Jay Will. Jay Will slowing this thing down, high post to Tyler Williams. Goes to Dorsey for 3. No good. What a rebound by Tyler Geit. Tyler Williams puts up the shot. He gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. They knocked his glasses off.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's how physical this game is getting.
Hey, man.
I mean, they're contesting everything that Douglas is trying to take in the paint. Tyler Williams, great effort by him, great hustle to get that offensive board, put it back up, get fouled. So these are some free throws that are much needed for Douglas.
Hey, you knock a man's glasses off his face.
You're asking for a problem.
That is an issue here. Okay.
This is how we're playing, huh?
39 seconds left. Can they increase their lead? No.
Oh, man.
Douglas is going to be practicing those quite a bit after this game.
Yep, I definitely
There's going to be a focus
that.
on the free throws. I can promise you that. And it's one of those things, you miss a free throw in practice, it's a suicide. And,
yep.
You know, they're probably keeping track of all that, and will pay with wind sprints. There you go. Knocks down the second one, 2-point lead. They're on press, and they're going to call a timeout or an offensive foul.
Offensive foul. I didn't see where the contact was, but it's going to be okay. Maybe there was a clock issue. They're just going to reset the clock and let Crooked Oak throw it in.
Was there somebody? Okay, I don't know. It's just a restart of the possession. Okay. So they're going to throw it in. Right back to Martinez. Now the right side to Garcia. Garcia to Martinez on the left side. Jordan Martinez through the legs. Looking up at the clock. They're going to probably try and hold this and get the last shot before the third quarter. They'd love to tie it.
Or take the lead with a three.
Here's Garcia, who is a greedy son of a gun, and he can get to the rim consistently.
Yeah, Garcia, he's got a nice shot, too. He's probably going to take the last
shot.
shot.
Garcia drives baseline, kicks it to his teammate. Reverse. Rebound, comes up with it, is Crooked Oak, but Douglas prevents them from scoring. So that's a defensive win in my opinion on that specific possession. But here's the deal. Fourth quarter is coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, was it 3 points the entire quarter? It was 22-15 at half.
Douglas had a very rough third quarter offensively. Couldn't get much going, missed some free throws.
I think it was 22-15 at half. They scored 3 points the entire third quarter.
I don't think I've ever seen Douglas score that little amount of points in a quarter the whole time we've been covering them for 3 years. Very unlike them, but Coach Alexander is going to get them locked in and ready for this fourth quarter. Well, that's what they got to do. They got to finish strong if they want to win here at home.
Listen, you hold Jaden Williams and Monty House, Snoop Ransom,
Devon Scott
Jones, Tyler Williams, Kingston Hall. You hold those guys to 3 points in a quarter in 8 minutes.
Got to take your hat off to what Crooked Oak has come in here and done.
I tip my hat to your defensive prowess in the third quarter, but can you do it for 8 more minutes?
Yep. The only thing that matters is how you
held
finish.
them to 3 points the entire third quarter, but you're still down by 2. So this is where games are won. This is where games are lost. We like to call it fourth quarter. Let's go to the comments section.
What does
the
Crooked Oaks
public have to say? Let's
start
see.
Out with the basketball.
Tynell Fitzpatrick says, why the game not playing? Amanda Williams says, he going to get it. Kyron Taylor says, when's J. Nick playing? That is a great question. It's coming up. He said he's about to be eligible. You know, you had to sit 15 days.
Stolen by Jaden Williams.
He's been enrolled, so it won't be long for J. Nick. There's Kingston Hall, puts up the shot, no good. Fighting for the rebound as Tyler Williams puts it up. He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. If Douglas can't score from the field or from three-point range,
got to get it done at the free throw line.
Got to get it done at the stripe.
Much needed free throws. They struggled in that third quarter, But they got to lock in for the fourth quarter. It's going to be Tyler Williams, took a hard foul. He already had his glasses knocked off once. He's going over there to talk to Coach Alexander.
I think he might have a bloody lip here. And the refs are going to
hard.
stop and take a look at that because you can't have the young man bleeding all over the place.
Right.
So maybe we should send our producer Langston down there with some Kleenex and just, like somebody's daddy. Here you go. Come here,
Let me
son.
take care of you, young man.
Oh, he's saying he won't do that. That's
First
not
free
in his
throw
job description.
No
Okay,
good,
fine.
Swick.
Right.
Still struggling.
I know.
From the
Listen, this
stripe.
is something. If Douglas can survive here tonight, it's not going to be all celebrations
At
and
all.
he
This
missed
is
it
the
again.
second.
Golly.
Oh man.
Yeah, there's going to be hell to pay in practice because of these missed free throws. I can promise you that. I promise you. All right. Man, Martinez spins. Back to Garcia. Garcia top of the key. Now they're going to double him. Kingston Hall is all over him. Almost forced a turnover. Devon Scott diving for the loose ball. Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
What was the call? Why'd he stop it?
I don't know why they stopped it.
Crooked Oak, I guess they took a timeout at the last second.
Smart play.
Smart timeout call by head coach McCaskill for Crooked Oak.
Yeah,
Because if he
Chinks
didn't call that,
McCaskill.
then Jaden Williams is finishing at the other end with a dunk, most likely.
This guy's created a scrappy team here at
He
Crooked
has.
Oak, man.
A lot of credit to him. Man,
These guys aren't laying down.
they're not quitting. They're not backing down. They have
I'm sure
accepted the challenge.
These Douglas fans who are used to winning are probably like, go away.
Yeah, yeah.
What's going on?
What is going on?
Turn it on. Let's get this thing going. And Crooked Oak is giving them a good battle here on this Friday night. I don't know where you're at watching this game, but the atmosphere here at Douglas High School Gymnasium is at a great level. I love the
very
passion
intense tonight. The
here
intensity
tonight.
level is very high, and we ain't even got the Douglas Trojan band in the house. But it's still so loud, so electric, and it all comes down to these last 7 minutes and 8 seconds. 25-23 is your score. Crooked Oak with the basketball. Here's Trey Martinez from the logo. Dribbles to his right.
Gives it to Garcia. Goes left. He's a dangerous player.
Very much so.
Now they're going to trap him. Nathan Ashmore's right there, and Tyler Williams, and they double him on the baseline. This is hard-fought defense by the Trojans here. They don't get tired. If you're waiting on them to slow down, we're going to be here till 4 in the morning, guys, because this is one of the most best conditioned teams in the state of Oklahoma. And look at Nathan Ashmore. Give me more. Give me more. You want to test me? Then go ahead. Left side, deep three, desperation three off the rim, rebounded Devon Scott. Jaden Williams gets it back to Devon. Devon going to slow this thing down. Douglas needs some points right now.
They need one of their senior leaders to step up. Devon Scott Jones, Jaden Williams, these are the guys that they got to rely on down this stretch.
Hall back to Jay Will. Jay Will to Devon. And they're going to be smart about it. They're not just going to force something. They're going to work for it.
Great players.
And if it takes 5 minutes, then it's going to take 5 minutes. It's just they're diligent with their, ability. Devon fakes right, goes left. There's a timeout called by Coach Steven Alexander.
We got another special guest getting ready to come on the show with you, Swick, the star senior Serenity Taylor.
Yeah, I wanted to get her opinion, and I don't know if we have her picture up in our system yet, but we'll get that up, and we'll talk to her tomorrow as well. But Serenity Taylor, what a senior night it was for you. You played really, really well, and you made some really good things happen. Boy, you got hot from three-point range today. How'd that feel?
Yeah, that was a good feeling. Just coming to play senior night, one of my last home games at this school, so just coming and showing out and playing.
What was it when you decide to shoot a three? What goes through your head? Is it just a feeling? It's like, boom, I know when to do it and when not to.
Yeah, it's just a confidence in
practicing at practice a shot and then applying it to the game.
Repetition.
Yes.
You how many 3-pointers do you shoot in practice?
I don't shoot that many at practice.
Do you not?
Honestly. I don't.
Well, you look like you've shot 1 million in your lifetime. You're so comfortable out there. We're up here biting our fingernails, like freaking out. You know, but you're the most calm, cool, collected player out there on the court. Nothing really messes with you. How did you learn how to deal with pressure like that?
Well, when it comes down to crunch time, you just gotta stay locked in, stay focused, and don't just stay locked in. Don't let the crowd distract you. Stay to yourself. Collect your team together and stay focused.
What do you think of these Douglas boys right now? Tight game here tonight.
I mean, I think we're doing pretty good, but we just gotta do the little things and stop turnovers, limit fouls, and keep doing the little things.
All right. Monty House, Kingston Hall to Jay Will. Jay fakes left, goes right, and attacks, draws the foul, gets the bucket. Are we on here, Langston? Are they seeing this? Okay. All right. Yeah, look, go ahead and put Serenity's picture up there just so the world can know what she looks like. I mean, we watch her play all the time. It's a great picture of you, right?
Yeah.
There we go. All right. We've got Jaden Williams at the free throw line. This is a 4-point game, 5 minutes, 13 seconds left in the fourth. The games are won here in the fourth. Serenity, you know that as good as anybody.
Yeah.
How you feel about the game tomorrow? Star Spencer. Now, I know a lot of your other teammates are going to get some burn tomorrow. You got to be happy about that. Give them their opportunity.
Yes.
What's Coach Anderson like?
What was that?
Coach Anderson?
Yes.
What's he like?
He's a fun coach. He knows when to joke around and he knows when to be serious.
Well, there we go. Elijah Garcia with the basketball. Serenity, thank you for you were sitting down there with your teammates, and I was yelling at you like a banshee from up here, and you're like, who's that guy? So thank you for coming to sit with us, and we'll talk with you more tomorrow, and it's not the fourth quarter of one of the tightest games in the state of Oklahoma. Jaden Williams gets fouled again. Are they in the bonus? No. Okay, not in the bonus. Serenity Taylor, senior night. Congratulations on your night and celebrating your career. You've had a great one.
Thank you.
Keep those 3-pointers up.
Thank you.
On fire tonight. All right. So Snoop Ransom's back in the game. Tyler Williams going to take a breather, and rightfully so. My gosh, Tyler Williams has been active on the boards tonight. And let's bring in Dylan Tribble once again. Monty House is in the game, and he goes to Jay Will on the right, back to Monty House. They're just kind of playing pitch and catch here. All right, we'll see how this works. Monty on the right side. Gets it to Snoop. Snoop loses control, and Crooked Oak comes up with it. 4-point difference. They're down 4 with the ball. Crooked Oak is desperate to capitalize. When they force a turnover, it's really been hard for them to score because of the strength of this Douglas defense. But, oh, my goodness. Wide open bucket.
Yep, Jamil Morris wide open on that baseline. Somebody lost him down there in the paint.
As soon as I brag on the defense, they find a wide open player right underneath the goal. It's now a 2-point difference. Douglas with the ball up 2, 27-25. Low-scoring game for the Trojans. They've got to figure out a way to put some points on the dang scoreboard. Snoop Ransom to Jay Will. Devon Scott Jones for 3. In and out. Monty House with the board. Ball goes out of bounds. Whose ball?
It's staying with the Trojans.
Douglas gets the possession.
Because of the effort by Nate Ashmore to try to keep that possession alive.
Well,
if he's not down there battling, they don't get this basketball back.
Listen, they get so close to the goal, but getting that leather basketball to go through that metal rim.
It's been tough the whole second half.
It's a tedious process. Oh, finds Jay Will underneath. Give me that score, and give me an and one free throw to come up with it. Jay Will, the senior.
The senior leader with another tough bucket down the stretch in this fourth quarter. You can tell he's been in the weight room through the contact, and now an opportunity to get the and one play. Here's J. Will, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's knock down some free throws. What do you say, huh? Let's just do it. Go to your home.
Go to your home. Thank you so much.
Just throw it in. Just go to your home. A little Happy Gilmore quote there for you. I don't know if you're.
Just tap it in.
I don't know if these
Tap,
youngins can follow us. Let's go here. Okay. Yeah, Amanda Williams is like, that's my boy. You damn right. That's right.
That is correct. Shout out Mama Williams, always supporting her son.
We've got quite a few viewers on. We thank you for tuning in to PPBC TV, whether you're watching on YouTube or the app. We love it. Dre Stubbs says the Oak needs to move the ball better from the point. All that dribbling at the top of the key is cute, but once you lean in, you can counter it defensively. Do you agree with that?
And these are the moments where you miss Landry Ballard the most.
Right.
He is the reason that their offense flowed so well in the past 2 seasons. And when you don't have him out there, you know, as the floor general, like we always called him, the offense runs differently. It's not nearly as smooth with Landry out injured.
Well, and being that it is senior day, I know Coach Alexander talked about this class of 25. And I mean, Landry Ballard has had an illustrious career.
Oh, my gosh.
Here at Douglas High School, and it's been an absolute joy to watch him play the sport we love, basketball. He's really good at it, and he's got a lot of basketball left in his life.
Sure does. 5-point game.
He's going to be playing at the next level, too. 3:05 left in the game, 5-point difference. Douglas up 30-25. Crooked Oak calling the play. Martinez to Garcia on the right side. Now to the other Martinez. Goes to 14, Breon Ballard. Martinez, top of the key. I think Dre Stubbs has a point here. They're just dribbling around the.
It's like the run of the 3-man weave at the top of the key.
Are they trying to slow him down? Listen, guys, we're going to be here all night.
Trying to find an opening. There's nowhere to go.
Douglas is in shape. Crooked Oak's going to try and force something, and there it is, and goes out of bounds. That's going to be Douglas basketball.
Great defense by the Trojans to create that turnover. Now they got to capitalize on that turnover, increase it. They're only up 5, 2:30 left in the fourth. This is clutch time indeed.
Kingston Hall inbounds it to Jay Will, gets it to Monty House. Back to Kingston Hall. Look at Kingston throwing those elbows. Being a facilitator, I love it.
In this type of situation, I love the ball in Jaden Williams' hands.
There we go. We got some good ball movement here. He's going to drive. Puts up the floater. Hey, get in that hole. Get in that rim.
Just like I said, let Jaden Williams eat. He will do the rest if you give him the opportunity. Big buckets by Jay Will.
Leader. Jaden Williams with the bucket to go up 7. They've started to take this momentum, and they're still playing hard on defense. Crooked Oak reeling, puts up the shot off the rim. No good, but it gets fouled. Devon Scott gave the referee a little bit of a look.
Yep, little touch foul, not much
facial
contact.
Expression.
Must have been something there to send number 13, Jamil Morris, to the free throw line for the Roughnecks.
Yeah, they've got to take advantage of their free throws. You're not going to get a more open shot than you are right here.
Knocks the first one down.
All right. 6-point game. Can they make it a 5? Can they go back to 5? See if Jamil Morris can knock down this shot. The world, the pressure is on his shoulders, and he makes it look easy.
No conscience.
Quick timeout here. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a 5-point ball game, 32-27 here in the fourth quarter. I want to thank the Douglas Trojans for coming up and talking sports with us. Serenity Taylor and Brianna Jones had a great conversation at halftime. And, before the game, we talked with Naya Burge and Jordan Anderson. There's something special about these Douglas Trojans.
All because of Coach Woods
and I
coming
can't
in
put it
and
on a
changing the
specific
culture.
thing. There's just something special about these
They have
athletes.
a special bond with each other.
Well,
you can
I
tell
think they
they
have a
love
special
being
bond,
around each other.
But there's a deep, burning desire in their gut to win a championship, and they know that they've got the talent necessary and they've got the drive and the IQ, all of the above. They've got the pieces. It's just putting it together at the right time.
Right.
And it's about the postseason, so I'm looking forward to that. But big shout out to these Douglas Trojans and their head coach, Leticia Woods, who is the architect.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
This program, these past 2 years have been pretty incredible. Remember Douglas basketball 3 years ago?
Yeah, it was completely different than
180.
what we see right in front of us.
Yeah.
Night in, night out with Coach Woods at the helm. Yeah, a lot different. Culture's a lot different.
Athletic director Carlos Woodard. I don't know how much he gets paid, but the man deserves a raise after hiring Leticia Woods.
Does a heck of a job. Shout out Carlos.
Is it Carlos Woodward or Joe Castiglione? Or is it Carlos Woodward or Sam Presti? I don't know. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll remain Douglas basketball.
Yep, deflected out of bounds by Elijah Garcia. Give it back to Jay Will.
Dwayne Doolittle cracking jokes on the PA. Shout out, Dwayne. We love you.
There we go. Give it
There's
to Jay Will.
Minute and a half left in this game. Might play a little bit of keep away. Now, Crooked Oak is desperate now. They're desperate. And if they need to foul, they will. Jay Will falls, gets up, still dribbling. Needs help. Devon Scott Jones. Oh. Kingston Hall with the ball. They're going to say it was off his fingertips. It will be Crooked Oak, so they will make a stop.
Yeah, crucial possession right here offensively for the Roughnecks of Crooked Oak.
It's 2-possession game.
Down by 5. Still got
Elijah
plenty
Garcia.
of time, but then you got to remember
well,
no shot clock.
They need
in
a
high
bucket,
school.
and then they have to get a stop. So, if I'm Crooked Oak, I'm trying to score as quickly as possible here. Time is of the essence. Trey Martinez drives, gives it to the other Martinez. Now there's more. Spins, puts up the shot. Oh my God!
Oh my God!
And one bucket by Crooked Oak, Jamel Morris. What a play! Gotta respect it.
Yeah, I mean, that was a phenomenal drive and finish by Jamil
Yikes.
Morris. What a play by that kid. And he got fouled.
Well,
so.
clutch.
Clutch is exactly right. Got a free throw.
Knocks it down, 2-point difference.
So now.
Ooh, we're playing with fire here, guys.
Douglas,
we're playing with fire. There's a timeout. What happened here?
I think Coach Steven Alexander called a timeout. He could see that his players were in trouble right
there.
there.
They were reeling. Listen, this is kind of like the Langston University game last night. Do you remember when we talked with Coach Chris?
Yeah.
Right after the game, and he says, we had a lead, and then the opponent came back, and we look up, and it's like, guys, we're not playing our style of basketball here, and we're playing with fire. This is very dangerous. And then Langston ultimately loses off a half-court buzzer beater.
Yeah, just a wild sequence of events last night.
Let me just use that same concept and apply it here tonight to the Douglas Trojans. They're used to scoring more points than this, okay?
Absolutely.
And Crooked Oak is playing like their life depends on it. So let's give a lot of credit to the Crooked Oak Roughnecks. They are fighting tooth and nail. And over here on the Douglas side, it's like, hey, guys, we got to wake up.
Yeah, we got to wake up.
We got to find a way. You missed a ton of free throws, just like Langston University did yesterday.
Yeah, that's right.
And it contributed to the loss. So
look at Jaden Nickens talking to Crooked Oak players.
Right. And Douglas is in control. They've got 2-point lead and the basketball with 41 seconds left. So, it's their game to control. Crooked Oak is going to have to force a stop. And not only that, but get a 2 or a 3 to either tie or win the game. So let's see what happens here. They're going to throw it down court to Devon Scott. Completed. Euro step left hand.
Devon Scott Jones catches the deep ball down the court and finishes over the defender. Big time bucket.
And makes it a 2-possession game. They throw up a 3, no good. And Kingston.
Who's it going to be out of bounds on? They're calling.
Kingston Hall is diving for the loose ball.
So they're going to.
Sacrificing his body for the sake of the team here.
4-point game.
And they're going to come. He's going to come out. They're going to throw Tyler Williams back in there. These Douglas Trojans are gutsy. It may not always be, they're the best performance, but they're going to find a way to win. By any means necessary here.
What a great inbounds play to find Devon Scott Jones deep down the court.
Can
beats
we get the yellow hat guy to sit down or move?
And then finishes. Look at Langston taking care of business.
There's Langston.
Yeah, we need the best views possible for the end of this game. This is a really close game. Douglas just barely keeping on to that lead.
28 seconds. No, that's the timeout timer. Okay, I'm sorry. Good job, Langston. You are the man.
Langston cheerleaders getting the student section fired up, getting the alumni into the game.
B. Scott says, big bucket, son. Dre Stubbs told y'all that point guard dribbling around too much from the Oak. This is when they need to find openings. And VComp JTG said, come on, Crooked Oak, we got it. So we got some Crooked Oak love on the stream tonight. And
Roughnecks Nation in the
perfectly
house.
fine and appropriate. We appreciate you tuning in. Here's Crooked Oak. They need a bucket now. Oh, what a play by Jay Will.
Deflected.
Knocked it out of bounds. It will remain Crooked Oak basketball. They're down 4, so they need a bucket like ASAP.
Yeah, down by 4.
Jay Will is playing some really good defense here on this possession. Quick substitutions for Crooked Oak. But we appreciate all the Crooked Oak viewers. You are more than welcome to tune in to PPBC TV. We appreciate your viewership. Here's Martinez. Needs a shot, puts it up, in and out.
The tip back is good.
5 seconds left. Douglas with the ball. They stole it.
Who's going to get it? Can they get a shot up? No, they can't. Douglas is going to hang on and get the win by 2 points. Are you kidding me?
I'm speechless at this moment. I thought Crooked Oak was going to get the ball and put up the shot to win it.
I mean, they had an opportunity.
Nobody really got possession, right? And by the time they did, the clock ran out because there was just only a few seconds. Holy moly, ladies and gentlemen. What a night.
Loose change on the court.
What a night it's been. This has been absolutely insane. Thank you for tuning in. I just don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Thank you all to the viewers, and what a night. What a Friday night of high school basketball it was. And Kieran Taylor says, State looking scary with Jay Nick back. Yes, he is.
You ain't wrong. You are not wrong.
Yes.
Got to give a lot of credit to both teams tonight. My goodness, what a fight by Crooked Oak.
Who's
and
our
the
player
Douglas
of the
Trojans.
game here tonight, sponsored by Super Prep?
With the man, the myth, the legend, Jaden Williams. Jay Will stepped up so big in the fourth quarter. He is the one that answered the call. He ended the drought on offense. He had the first 3 buckets of the fourth quarter for Douglas to just hang on to that lead. And phenomenal defense every single time by Jay Will. He's our player of the game.
Super Prep is the premier sports outlet featuring the very best in high school and college student athletes here in the city, state, and nation. Super Prep can be found on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM and on social media everywhere as Super Prep OK. And our title sponsors for this Friday night broadcast, SSM Health at St. Anthony, Oklahoma City Community College. And then, of course, Super Prep. Other sponsors that we have, Love Student of the Month, GQ Fashions, Fine Menswear. Want to thank our cameraman, Taz. Want to thank our producer, Langston. And we want to thank all of our viewers that tuned in to PPBC TV tonight. It's been an incredible night. Dre Stubbs said, I done died twice during this game, but my 900 MLKs pulled it out. The Daily Oklahoman did say this was going to be the game of the night, and it lived up to its billing.
Sure did.
Thank you very much, Dre Stubbs. Very well put. And he said, didn't matter who we're missing, game's a game. That's exactly right. It's been one heck of a night. So thank you so much for tuning in. Tune in tomorrow, Douglas, Star Spencer, the Dungy Classic, live from Star Spencer High School, 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon with the girls' game, followed immediately by the boys' game. We'll see you tomorrow here live on PPBC TV.
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.